Hello and welcome to Out of the Box on the Games Done Quick Hotfix. Tonight, the speedruns are coming from inside your device. Can anyone stop these endless hordes of hungry zombies? Our only chance is an intrepid explorer and gardener, Satan herself, and her crew will run a full game any percent of Plants vs. Zombies. Let's get it sprouted, friends.
Hello. Thank you, T-Tree. Yes, they are coming from inside of your device and inside of your night because I am hosting Creature Corner right after this, so I'm going to be here for the next 6 hours. So if you like listening to my voice, get used to it. But anyways, this is Plants vs. Zombies. We're going to do the any percent run back because I did this run at SGDQ 2025, but I did it a little bit shorter. We did just the day and night section, and today we're going to get to show you the entire full game. So we're really excited about that. And speaking of, this is a fresh file category. So while y'all introduce yourselves, Claus and Limey, please suggest a file name for me to use, and I will pick between the two of you.
Oh God, I was not prepared for this.
You didn't know you had homework, did you? Sorry.
I didn't know until 5 seconds ago.
I just didn't expect this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm being put on the spot. I see.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Shovel Claus. I'm here to study for the exam we have during our Ambassador Week streams. We're giving the people the SGDQ content they deserved.
True.
SGDQ 2026 is my file name recommendation.
Okay, fantastic. Limey, go.
Yeah, hi. Aiden, did you know there are zombies on your lawn? There are zombies on your lawn.
That's a really creative bit, man.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, hi. I've played this game once or twice or dozens of times maybe. I haven't in a long time, and I don't remember all the things for any percent, but I know enough about this game to make it a good time. And yeah, we're doing basically like the SGDQ run back. In terms of my file name, I don't know, just like Satan, you see your keyboard, right?
Nice.
Just rub your hand and arm against it for a while, and then.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna win. Sorry,
All right, I mean, that's all good. See, my suggestion was going to be Flame Fatales because GDQ's All Women and Femme speedrunning community, Flame Fatales, is preparing for that event running September 7th to 14th. But, just a thought.
Disappointing.
That's so true. I'm going to be running a different game on that, Children of the Sun, and that is going to be super cool. It's very different from this game, so you should definitely go.
I don't know. It's like
that.
you click in both games. It's like the same thing.
Rude.
Yeah, but one of them's super hot if it had bisexual lighting. But anyway, we don't need to get into that. Y'all were here for PVZ. This is a fresh file category. It's out of the box. That's what we're doing here. And we're going to get started in just a second here, but time is not going to start when I click Start Adventure. It is going to start when I place down the first pea shooter. So we're going to just do this funny intro cutscene first, which I always make fun of because I'm not even sure a casual player would play with the plants that you're about to see on this board. Just take it in for a second. What is going on here? I'm not quite sure. But anyways, why is there a catapult on the pool level? Don't ask me. None of us know. It's
meanwhile at Rest the Jix's house.
Right, exactly. That's my house. We are going
everyone has to pronounce that at least once tonight.
By the way, time is starting now.
Yes, time is now. Yes, time is first pea shooter.
I hope you were paying attention, Richard.
Richard's always paying attention.
I'm sure Richard is paying attention. But all of chat should be paying attention to our explanation of the very, very important 50% roll. This is not sarcasm. This is genuinely how this speedrun works. So you're going to want to listen for the next minute or so. Essentially, how this speedrun works is we are going to kill zombies fast to get zombies on the screen so that we can kill them fast and then kill the next zombies fast again, over and over again. We do this by taking advantage of what's called the 50% roll. For every wave of zombies that spawns, so that's every group of zombies that spawns at the same time, so this one zombie here would be a wave, and these two zombies here would also be a wave. If we do 50% or more of their health in damage, we trigger the next wave to spawn. So that just means basically that the faster we do damage to zombies, the faster new ones are going to appear on screen for us to do more damage to. There are two very, very important exceptions to that rule, which we will talk about a little bit more as those exceptions come up on your screen here. But first, we've got sunflowers. They are indeed an extremely important plant. Thank you very much, game. Try to plant at least 3 of them. We're going to be planting plenty more of them. We actually have somewhat optimal sunflower levels for sun generation for the first couple of levels. 1, 2 is strictly 4. There's some amounts for later levels, but most of the time, all you need to know is we're going to be planting lots and lots and lots of sunflowers, because the faster we get sun, the faster we can put plants down on our screen, which is what we need.
Do you want to get into this discussion about the kinds of shapes that we'll be placing sunflowers in now, or should we just let that happen naturally?
Don't worry about it.
Sorry, we don't have Rich Murder here to react to our lack of symmetry. By the way, if you'd like to see the artist for Plants vs. Zombies react to our speedrun and give some really awesome commentary in the game, that did happen on the SGDQ run. So definitely go back and watch that after you are done watching our Night of Hotfix shows tonight. But anyhow, yeah, this looks a little funky, doesn't it? We're going to be placing the sunflowers in these little lines here so that we can let the zombies go to the mower. I know, why are we doing that? The reason why we're doing that is because of, A, mowers can get free kills. Unfortunately, we're not going to get one here, but we'll probably see ones later. B, that gives us more time to get sun at the early game. And C, you'll notice the zombies conveniently avoided this row after the mower went off. There's actually a secret mechanic that the game does not tell you about called mower manipulation. At least that's what we call it. That means that after you let a mower go, there will be 2 waves of zombies where they do not spawn in that lane. They're just not allowed to anymore.
It's kind of a mower mercy rule, and then you manipulate it to your advantage.
Yeah, exactly right. Now here, it's kind of a 50-50 on whether we're going to get any zombies in this row. We did. Unfortunate. But is what it is. The mower was let off at a weird time where I wasn't quite sure if it was between a wave or not. So that's why that happened. But good news is we needed the 3 pea shooters on the bottom just as much anyway. So, end up working out okay. And that's one too.
Yeah, that's why I don't play PvZ anymore. Too many sweats.
Dude, low-key, 10-year-old me was a genius. I played this exactly like how Satan's playing it.
Oh, really?
Calling me a savant.
Right.
Yeah, I was really good at the game. Don't ask me how many times I died on 5-4. I couldn't get away from that in my first ever any person attempt either, man.
Don't go to Shovel Claus's PB on SRC.
Hold on, I'm definitely
do
not.
not do that.
You can't hear me typing it
Definitely
in.
don't do that. Definitely don't do that.
Yeah, one thing that's like different from this game compared to like all the other PvC games that you like do plants and whatever in, is in this game you literally only start with the pea shooter and then you get all of the plants as you go on. But in other games you start with like the first 6 plants from this game and then also the shovel, which is like so nice. I take that for granted every day.
Yeah.
I see like the beginning of a PvZ run because it is like, I love this game. The beginning is a little bit boring. I'll admit.
Unfortunately, it is a little bit boring, and it is a little bit RNG dependent as well. Levels 1-1 through 1-4 definitely are some of the most RNG dependent levels in the game. You just don't have as much control over them as you do other levels, but luckily that will change very, very soon. But yeah, no shovel here, but luckily for 1-3 and 1-2, that's not so much an issue because there's only 3 lives to keep track of, and we don't have the walnut yet. That will matter a lot in 1-4. You'll see why that matters. But here we have introduced something pretty cool. It is the cherry bomb. The cherry bomb is our first instant plant, and what an instant plant will do is it will deplete the zombie's health completely as soon as you use it. So let's see. Yep, that's where I would have wanted that to be. So we're just going to instantly blow up that first cone head. And I mean, 100% of the health is also more than 50. So that makes the 50% roll go immediately, and then we go on to the next wave. We want to save our instant plants for these high health zombies. So cone heads actually have more than twice the health of a normal zombie. So they are really, really good for those instants because we can just get all of their health done immediately.
What's the radius of a cherry bomb, Satan?
Radius is a 3x3 explosion. You might notice we only have 3 rows.
Indeed.
What do you think it's going to do in the final wave for us here?
Yeah, all the instants have like different radiuses, so it's just something to like keep in mind as we go on. But it doesn't really matter early on since we just have to look at where all the strong zombies are going to be located, and then put a cherry bomb on that one.
Or just everything. Goodbye, final wave.
Yeah.
So the final wave is one of those exceptions to the 50% rule I mentioned earlier. You have to kill every zombie that is on the screen during the final wave to move on to the next level. It's intuitive, of course, but it's something that you have to remember. But there's one more rule. There's one more exception to the rule that's really important. We actually saw it there in 1.3, and I'm going to talk about it again here in 1.4, which is every 9th wave. So every wave right before a big wave, you're going to need to kill every zombie from that wave specifically to move on to the next wave. This is super important. It means that if you are a PvZ speedrunner, you need to have graduated kindergarten because you need to be able to count.
I can't
I'm sorry,
run this game.
I hate that you said that because the last time I tried to do like an IW, I like messed it up like half the time.
I thought these games were for all ages.
It's messed up.
I know, it is messed up. But yeah, you are going to have to brush up on your counting skills because making sure that you know how to count to 9 is genuinely super, super vital to being able to do this speedrun well. So we're going to see, first of all, we've let this first zombie go to the mower. Thank you for not messing me up. Second of all, why did I put my pea shooter really there close. In column 8? Yeah, why is he there? I know, move it further to the left. My plants
this
are
guy's positioning sucks.
I know, but good news is that was intentional. That means that we have another zombie that is going to the mower on the bottom. And as I mentioned before, cool thing about mowers, they kill zombies instantly. And also do that mower manipulation thing, which can be really, really important. Thanks.
Right, so we've done exactly really half cool of these zombies' health for that last wave, which started the next wave, which is why we were able to use the cherry bomb there.
Right, exactly. And this is by the way, this is I could have taken that greed, but I didn't want to. This is a 2 Conehead preview. The amount of zombies of different types that show up on the side of your screen just before the level starts actually tells you something about the ratio of zombies that you're going to be getting during the level. It actually does. So if you see a bunch of zombies there that are Coneheads, then you know you're getting a lot of Coneheads. 2 is a very standard amount of Coneheads. Also, this Conehead sucks, unfortunately, is what it is. So right now we're on wave 7, by the way. I'm going to teach y'all a trick that you're going to want to use to keep track of zombie waves. Basically, the 7th wave is the first wave that can spawn 3 normals or 1 cone and 2 normals. This is always true. All right, Limey, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to also mention, if you think all of these mechanics are a bit challenging, for some reason this game has a randomizer as well, and I think it's so cool.
Oh, the randomizer is awesome. It is so cool.
There's a metric heck ton of settings, including if you were confused about how the 50% rule has been working this entire time, there's a setting to randomize that, which genuinely changes the entire game. And like you might be like, oh, it's like 50%, technically not 50%, but you wouldn't get it. This 50% rule is like a little bit challenging to like keep track of, and I want to like make all the zombies spawn fast. How's that going to work with like other things? There's like other like PvZ fan games and stuff that have a 50% rule that's closer to like 75 or 80%, and those runs are entirely different from how this like base game works. It's like absolutely like. As someone who is pretty decent at this game, it like boggles my mind sometimes. Like I am very bad at going back to this game after playing certain
And
games.
to answer the question in chat, you know, not only are there in-game challenges like Iron Plant, where you restrict the number of plants you use to try to clear the game, but there is in fact a randomizer with, as Limey mentioned, an extremely wide variety of options.
It is super fun. Highly recommend it. Also, here's our first gimmick level. Welcome to Walnut Bowling. So we're gonna bowl with walnuts. The game gives you the shovel and then says, here's one of the only levels in the game where you cannot use it, which I think is hysterical.
Game design.
Yeah, so we're going to be focusing on cone heads because this level does have the 50% rule in it still, and it cares a lot about those cones on those heads. So that's going to be kind of our main focus here. Wow, thank you, Walnut. Very cool miss. And hopefully we can get some decent ricochets on that. The cones on the cone heads are actually a fair amount of the health of the wave. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough there, but it was close. We are letting this zombie go to the mower on the top so that we can get some of those kills. It's going to help us speed up our wave here. We also can sometimes, about 1 in 7 spawns are going to be Explodonuts. So we can use those to our advantage as well, and be able to basically use them like cherry bombs because they are also a 3D piece. For example, Very satisfying.
I think that might be a 50% rule.
Maybe. Maybe.
I'm glad you can count. Glad that makes two of us, I guess.
Maybe.
Being
Right.
generous.
So here we have a situation that is going to be ameliorated by this Explodinut here. But yeah, I have purposely left that mower there so that we can get some cleanup, and we got an Explodinut to make sure that we're still on our way. Pretty okay 1-5 exit for just booting it up. I'll take that. All right, 2 cones and 1 vaulter. As you can see, I'm checking that preview there to see what's up. That's going to be a little bit of a high number of cone heads, so I'm going to want to adjust my gameplay there. Now, as you can see, we do have the shovel to use normally. Yay! And we've also gained another plant that's going to be really important to us, the potato mine. The potato mine is another instant use plant. It's our second one. But it requires a little bit more advanced planning than, say, the cherry bomb does. It's only 25 stun, which is really nice, but it does take a while to actually arm. So we're going to place it in this column 9 here while this zombie walks to the mower. We know we have about 30 seconds when a zombie walks to a mower without getting damaged. So we know that potato mine is going to be safe. Check out that cooldown. Once it gets to about half, the mine is going to come up. There's your trick. And then that's how we know that the mines are going to be armed when we want them to be. We do place them right in column 9 so that they activate as quickly as possible when a zombie touches them. Yes, slimy.
There's a few different visual cues I know of for it. Like I personally always if there's no zombies in a row, then I look at the seed packet halfway up, like Satan said. Alternatively, if there is a zombie moving, you can estimate about 3.5 tiles and it should just work.
Yeah, I kind of just feel it out.
Plausibly
All right,
the best
so
speedrunner PvZ
Thank
of
you.
all
I was
time.
gonna say we've got our runner talking technique and visual cues and stuff, and then we've got 2 vibers in it.
I'm a vibe-based runner, and I'm
I mod
proud.
the boards. I know so much about this game. Okay.
Fair.
Vibes, yes. Based?
Okay.
Dang.
Chill me. Anyways,
Sorry.
I do want to backtrack a little bit to talk some. Now that we have some tools in our kit, we mentioned that day is a really RNG heavy part of the run, and that's kind of true of most of the game. RNG does dictate a lot of how you play this game. Of course, every wave spawn is random in a lot of ways. We'll probably talk about some of them over the course of the run. The kind of unique thing about PvZ is that just because you get bad RNG doesn't necessarily mean you're just kind of out of luck. In some cases you are. Sometimes you can't get that bad out of RNG. Shout out to the global trolled leaderboard. The kind of awesome thing with PvZ is that you usually have enough tools in your kit to be able to kind of circumvent even bad RNG. And it's all a matter of how you play your cards in order to react to how the game treats you. It's actually a really skill-intensive run. It might look simple from the outside, like, ooh, you're clicking buttons and placing plants, but it takes a lot of thinking and very fast thinking on that. It's pretty awesome. This game's very unique.
Because every single
legit a
time-
tactics game.
Yeah.
Exactly. Every single time things are going to change in the game, you never know what's going to happen. So you really just have to be able to adapt and adjust. There, I thought I knew where I was going to place my cherry bomb. I didn't. I changed it last second. So, you have to be observant and react quickly to the things that are happening in front of you. Also, that 1-6 was really clean. That was a really good example of a 1-6 there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That was really clean. Also, I just want to shout out to everyone in Twitch chat right now. Satan is, playing this run absolutely crushing it. I mean, it's really early, but still absolutely crushing it so far. Talking while playing this game at the same time is so hard.
It is.
I play Iron Plant and I still have a hard time, and I'm not specifically trying to go fast all the time. It is super difficult.
Let's break it down. Talking while playing any game is genuinely kind of difficult, especially when you're describing what you're doing can sometimes help because it can refocus you on what you're doing. But especially when you're trying to react to the differing waves and the kinds of zombies that are there and what kind of plants you want to have, especially when you need to have some prepared in advance, that is extremely intense. And Satan's just doing it like it's nothing.
Thank you. It's my job.
and all I'm
I
saying-
do it all the time. So at
True.
least there's that.
All I'm saying is everyone in Twitch chat could follow Satan herself. Satan isn't herself, right? On
Yes.
Twitch, like it's nothing. It's very easy to do
Hopefully
that,
not
just
for
like
long.
how Satan is making this game look really easy. So
Oh, you think that, Claus? We'll see.
Yeah. something, Twitch partner push, something, I don't know.
Oh,
all I'm saying is you have to follow right now.
Okay. Oh my goodness. This is why I have these people on.
Right.
This is why they're here. Thank you for being here, both of you, by the way, and also T3, of course. I've got top.
I mean, I was gonna be here, so
with me right now. Exactly. You were gonna be here, and you still are. All right, so I'm using this cherry bomb early here in this wave 4. We haven't talked about cooldowns yet, but now I think is a really good time to do that. So cooldown will vary per plant. As you can see here, I just placed down in pea shooter, and I can place one down again pretty quickly. That's nice. Cherry bomb is not like that. You have to wait quite a long time between each cherry bomb placement to be able to place down another one. So you have to be really intentional about when you're using your cherry bomb. So there I used one in wave 4 because I knew it would have enough time to potentially come back for a wave 9 if I needed it there. Because as you remember, every 9th wave you have to kill all the zombies all the way. So it's really important to have that in your back pocket, that instant plant. And we will get more instant plants that are going to be easier to use for that kind of thing, but we don't have them yet. So yeah, now's the time for that. Here, I'm actually going to just shoot this Vaulter to death and save the cherry bomb for the next big wave because it can be really annoying to deal with otherwise. This is the first 2 flag level, by the way, that we're playing as well. Welcome to 1-7.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was actually just about to mention when you said
Yay.
The big waves. If you're looking in the bottom right corner, that's where those, each 9th wave, the ones where you specifically you get the message across the center about the huge wave is coming. That's based on those flags across the progress bar at the bottom right.
That is correct.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't call it base. Like, that is a lot of zombies coming on your lawn at the same time.
I know. And here I'm going to just let this mower go so that I can place down a mine there without fear because I know about mower manipulation. The game tried to keep it from us, but we learned about it anyway.
See, my thing with the flags and on the progress bar is that I can look when the zombie head moves, and if it's like kind of close to the flag, I'm like, okay, this is probably wave 9. It's fine. Sometimes I'm wrong.
You
Sometimes
can
it's wave 8.
approximate like that, but sometimes it lies to you. Yeah. It does lie to you, everyone.
When it lies to me, I do the FGC nod and move on. It's fine.
Speaking of that and the Claus's speedrun.com submission, I see this mod note that says, for future runs, could you please make sure your logo does not block the progress bar? Thank you.
Okay, I get it. I didn't do another run. My bad.
Stream layouts.
Featuring. I'm very glad I had a cherry bomb for that. Those 2 sucked. Those
I changed my stream layout. It's fine. Now my logo's on the
I do have to make this vaulter jump here.
Nice. Big brain place.
Big place.
Don't call me a genius.
So another thing that I can use to place down mines more safely, it's not going to be applicable this wave, but hopefully it will in the future, is I can look at where zombies have spawned recently. So the deal with that is that the game does not like to spawn zombies in the same place that they've spawned them just like a wave or 2 before. So you can place down mines where there have been recently zombies in there, then you are less likely to get zombies in that row soon. Especially high health zombies. So if I saw a conehead, then I could place a mine down kind of following it. That sort of thing. So here we just kind of have to wait and see what our final wave looks like a little bit to be able to know where to place the cherry bomb down and potentially any more shooting plants.
Could y'all let me know when there's a good time for a question from the chat?
Oh, now's great.
Okay. Somebody asked earlier, zombies also have variable speeds, right? Is it based on walking animation?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. It'll vary the speed every time that a zombie shows up on screen. The game will run a little check, and then it'll assign a speed to that zombie. But there's actually a way that you can change it. Fun fact. If a zombie bites a plant, then it will change its speed. It's always guaranteed to change its speed, whether it's faster or slower. That's up to the game. But you can kind of gamble for zombie speed sometimes, and we do that every once in a while in special situations in this game.
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
That's kind of
funny. How much influence you have over. It kind of goes back to even when you have bad RNG, you can usually do something to mess with it, and changing zombie speeds is actually fairly common, especially at like top level, because you're really trying to eke out every single second you can. So when you change a zombie's speed to get them to the mower faster, it depends on context, but it's really just trying to eke out every bit it's really sick. This game at top level is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is very
Especially
cool.
there's a
Exactly
lot
as
of top
Sean was
level-
saying.
There's a lot of top level runners who stream this game like often. So if you're ever like sitting late at night and you're kind of bored, like why not like go to the PVC directory on Twitch and just like watch a top run? Like it is like genuinely absurd.
Oh yeah, this game has exploded in speedrunning popularity in the last 3 or so years. We used to have one player who was very dominant for like 4 or 5 years in this game, and that has absolutely completely changed basically overnight. There are now, I think, about 4 or 5 players vying for any percent at the moment world record. There's a new top player in minigames that has been destroying that category. There's so much new happening. Highly
Oh,
recommend
wait. Are we talking about the run history? I don't have the summoning salt music loaded into my OBS. Give me a second.
Holmes playing in the background.
For a long
just
time,
imagine it.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yes,
I
go
think
ahead.
for a long time, this game had a relatively small but like fairly dedicated community. Like Warmech and A1 are the people I think of, where like they were the innovators and the people who figured out, oh wait, this game's like sick.
Whoa.
And then like out of nowhere, YMB, that mower is sick actually. Out of nowhere, YMB, the Chinese superstar, showed up and just decimated boards until like maybe 2 years ago now is when his any percent record went, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
It's pretty ridiculous, like how far ahead YMB was of everyone and how long it took people to catch up. But we're finally kind of at that point where now world record is 3 minutes ahead of YMB. I didn't think I would ever see that day, and that's really cool.
No, it is. It's genuinely so cool. The community is popping off right now and has been consistently for the last couple of years. We'll discuss in Roof, which we're going to get to show off. So exciting. Roof is one of the best parts of the game. I'm so excited to show it off.
Roof, one of the most changed parts, too.
So good.
To old times.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say, is in the last couple of years, there has been something called the Starfruit Revolution. So look forward to it. We're going to talk about that more there. But let's talk about 1.9 while we're here. So 1.9 is our second 2-flag level of the game, and it's actually going to play a little bit differently than the levels that we've been seeing so far, because we're going to bring Repeater as our primary damage output instead of Pea Shooter or Snow Pea. And Repeater costs a lot of sun, but is very efficient. So what we're going to want to do, ideally, in the first couple of waves here, is actually send 2 zombies out. Of course, this zombie spawned in the middle here, so we don't really have a choice on that. But if the next zombie spawns anywhere that is not middle, wonderful. We can just let it go to the mower, and that gives us plenty of time to build up sun to be able to put down repeaters. So that's why it's going to play a little bit differently here. But otherwise, this is a pretty similar level to 1-7. We mostly use cherry bombs about as often as we can with their cooldown, and use repeaters to clean up. We also have the Chomper here, which we just got in the last level, but we didn't discuss it quite yet. My favorite plant in the game and one of the best in the game in general. Chomper is a very quick use instant plant. Basically, its cooldown is super short. So that means it will chomp 1 zombie, which of course we can use on a very high health zombie to try to get the wave done. And then, I'm actually going to do a little bit of an unconventional solution here because this is an interesting scenario. Can you give me another sun? You don't feel like it? Yep, okay, cool game. But whatever, is what it is. Yeah, we can use chompers on high health zombies, and then we can use it again very, very quickly. So chompers are one of the most important plants in the speedrun because of their quick use function. So
yeah, those little moments right there are what make this game so endlessly replayable. Even when you have the skills, just those little circumstances of like, hey, what if that walnut had been available a second and a half earlier? We would have had different waves coming out the rest of this level. That could be the difference of,
exactly
30,
right.
45 seconds across the run.
Yep, that is very true, because you would be seeing no mower manip on that top lane, so that would have changed a lot of dynamics. Exactly. This is wave 9 here. Again, if you remember that wave 7 is the first wave that can spawn 3 normals or a normal and a conehead, you can more easily keep track of it than counting to 9. It is much easier, I promise. So that's kind of how I know.
Okay, I believe you. Okay.
Kind of on that point that T mentioned, where like this game is endlessly replayable for speedrunners, I would argue that like even casually, I feel like this game has really stood the test of time. Kind of, given the whole like
Absolutely.
this game getting a remake soon.
Yeah, I mean that's PopCap games in a nutshell. They were meant to
Yeah, for
be
sure.
playable for Imagine how many thousands of hours that people have sunk into Bejeweled and for all the clones they made of that.
I don't want
yeah.
to. That number seems unfathomable.
Yeah, it
but
seems a little scary. I agree.
I already have trouble counting to 9. Okay, let's not get too much bigger.
What are you asking plots to do? Exactly.
The really cool thing about PvZ1 in particular, I feel like, is it really is on its surface such a simple game, but there's so much you can dig and find, and there's still stuff like to this day, strats are still changing, and there's so much creativity and unique innovation that goes into this run. It is really, really spectacular. Even from an outsider's perspective, I don't play this game, I just like to watch it.
As a person who has a run on SRC,
I have one run that's not good. My bad. You know what? It would have been good if I didn't die in 5-4 twice. I'll say it. It would have been like a 540 or a 540, even 340.
340 is a good early runtime. It really is. Any 340.
I just
People sharing.
absorbed everything because I watched Peter like a lot.
I was actually going to
big
say
shout
earlier,
out to
speaking of
Peter
the
Sink.
repeater.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yep.
to Peter,
Big
who not
shout
feeling
out
well,
to
couldn't
Peter.
be here with us tonight.
Yeah, Peter was supposed to be on couch helping us out. Unfortunately, he got sick, so he didn't want to strain his voice. Extremely valid. But if you are looking for good PvZ speedrunners on Twitch, I also do that. But you can also follow Peter Sink. He is absolutely fantastic, has been on this grind for a very long time, and is very entertaining while doing it.
Definitely part of what I was thinking when we were mentioning earlier, if you just, you're bored, you want to look up a specific game directory on Twitch, you might very well find Satan, Peter Sink, or like Sasquatch or somebody running.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about conveyor belt levels. This is our first one that's really truly a conveyor belt level. You might go, wait, there was a conveyor belt in 1.5. Well, actually, sorry, it was lying to you. It wasn't really a conveyor belt level. The reason that I say that is because we now are able to take advantage of something called conveyor manip. I know, so many manips. It's so much fun. How that works is if you keep plants on the belt of the same type, then the game is kind of be like, oh, you don't like placing that plant. I see. You would rather not place that plant. I understand now. And it will give you less of said plant. So we're going to be trying to not place down walnuts especially, but also potato mines in this level as much as we can. And we're going to be trying to place down cherry bombs as much as we can so that the game understands that we really want that plant. That is basically how that works. I sometimes do a little minor pea shooter manip too, if it happens. So
We got people just joining us who are immediately expressing disbelief that you can, in fact, speedrun this game. So,
yes.
I've been taking the opportunity in chat to re-explain things like the 50% rule and speed manip, mower manips. Yeah.
Excellent. Y'all are doing great
I'm going to be so
work.
for real. I went into your chat and I just copy pasted the 50% rule command.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, there's macro strategies like 50% and mower manip. There's micro strategies like taking a gamble on zombies changing speed, and then there's literally just the reaction and player knowledge to be aware of, looking at the zombie composition at the beginning of each wave, which is semi-random. There's a little bit of everything. We've been talking strategy the entire 30 minutes of the run so far, and I don't think we're anywhere close to done yet.
No, that's not going to be stopping. So if you like this, good. If you don't, I'm sorry. But
if you don't figure it out,
this game sounds really
if
hard
you
to
don't,
learn.
we've got 3 more hours to change your mind.
So true. This game sounds really hard to learn. It's not. I will say that much. The thing that I think makes this game really approachable is, even though there's a lot to keep track of and a lot to think about, this game is super, super easy to actually play. I never get tired of it, both just because there's new stuff happening all the time, but also because it doesn't put a whole lot of strain on my hands most of the time. It's, there's some kind of mashy sections, which is a little annoying, but they're few and far between. Mostly, this game is very easy to pick up as an endurance type run, and it's also really easy to improve at, which is really cool as well. You can make different decisions and feel like you're a better player just instantly, which I think is really cool. So I highly recommend learning this game if you have any interest in it. There are so many resources and so many people who want to help out. It is a super collaborative community. So if you'd like to, go to the SRC page, join the Discord, all that good stuff.
Yeah, it is genuinely it is pretty accessible to learn, way more than it sounds and looks. But even if you don't want to do like a 3-hour, 40-minute run like this, you can do other categories. There's IWs, there's like ILs, there's like survivals, mini games, puzzles.
Yeah, puzzles is down at 10 minutes. Mini games and survivals are in the 90 minutes to 2 hours range. If you are the kind of person who wants to do one speed run a day, you could go for 100%. That's in the 8-hour range.
Maybe not
and then, of
that
course,
one.
there's an extremely wide range of category extensions as well.
Hey, it'd be nice. That's my tree of wisdom that you're talking about. I love you, tree of wisdom. Heartbroken.
Satan, Limey, and Claws are ready, so let's go ahead and jump back on over to Plants vs. Zombies.
Thank you. Very cool, Ethernet. It hasn't gone down. My Ethernet hasn't gone down in maybe literal years. So really got.
All right. Well, so that was the mower protecting your internet.
The zombies won.
Yeah, the zombies won. I know that's what chat was saying. I'm so sorry. I let the zombies win. It was the misclick, honestly, that killed me.
All right.
But
yeah, so
anyway,
best comment while we were waiting to come back. There's a zombie in your lamb.
Okay,
I love that.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's actually really good.
Yep.
Keep that up, chat. Chat, you were winning tonight. Anyway, we're gonna go back to the game in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So we are in the night phase of this run, and that's going to change our gameplay in quite a couple of ways. The first is that we do not have sun dropping from the sky anymore. No free sun. So we're going to have to use our sun producers to kind of help make up for that. But luckily, the game also gives you the most OP plant in the game to make up for that loss. The puff shroom is absolutely ridiculous. It has 0 sun cost, recharges super fast, and hits exactly with the same damage as a normal pea shooter does. The only difference between a puff shroom and a pea shooter is that it can only shoot 3 tiles back. So that is why we are putting them nice and close to the zombies. That's it. That's the whole thing.
So the only limiting factor is the number of spaces you have in the first 3 or 4 tiles of your screen.
Yeah, as you can see, we don't have many of those this night.
Nope.
Yay.
Not this level.
Yeah, these graveyards are going to block us. We'll get something to deal with them later, but it's not going to be a huge problem. Hopefully, we'll see. These are also RNG.
Ooh, that's really good news, though. We have one really nice way to mitigate that in this level, which I'm going to be taking advantage of here. Is we're going to be able to let this zombie go to the mower, actually, and that will mean that we can stall them with a walnut until the end of the level and be able to let it go to mitigate the effects of these graves. The graves are actually worse than they look because they spawn zombies at the end of the level.
Yeah.
So we really would like to send a mower on a lane that has graves on them so that we don't have to deal with that later. Which we have been able to do. Yay! Yeah, this is huge for 2-1. This actually makes this level so much faster that it's worth it. By worth it, I mean that mowers actually do something nice for you. Now, at this point in the game, they give you money. Every mower that you have left over at the end of the level is now going to be worth $50, which is actually really important because we do have things we want to buy in this speedrun with money. So that's actually genuinely a vital thing. What are you doing? How did you not get got by the berry bomb? Getting away with it? No! Zombies are winning. All right, there we go. There we go. Also, by the way, even though that we just dropped and so this run is no longer PB viable, I am keeping track of the time on the side of my screen. If this would have been a PB, I will let others know. I will let y'all know because I've been very close to PB recently, so I would like to try for that. We'll see what we can do.
Twitch.tv/Satan isn't herself. You'll see it live.
True.
Thanks.
True.
Yeah, even if this does technically PB or not.
I was gonna say you'll be watching one tonight, and then you'll get the run back on Satan's channel.
Real.
So true, so true. Real. But anyhow, yeah, if you want other fun PvZ content to watch, also another quick self-advertisement while we do the beginning of this 2-2, which is very similar to 2-1, is that Claus and I are going to be doing a combo ambassadors.
Oh my god, yes.
So we're going to be doing some work for Flame Fatales. Basically, how it works is we are going to be fundraising on our own channel, but all of the funds that we're going to be raising on our own channels are going to be donated straight to Malala Fund and also add to the total of Flame Fatales. So that is super, super cool. You should definitely come watch and support all of the ambassador streams. But we're going to be doing a combination stream on the 24th of August, so in a couple weeks. And we're going to be doing it such that Claus is going to tell me how to play the game and exactly what to do at every moment, and I am going to have to follow its advice. It's going to be brutal.
Good idea.
And there's also going to be incentives
doing it.
out the wazoo. Exactly. There's also going to be incentives and bid wars and other fun things. So definitely come watch me be miserable. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'll be.
Do y'all know what else brings in money for Malala Fund and also gives you something very cool in return? The brand new Faith plush available as part of the Yeti's collection.
I just ordered it before the stream. Go order it.
Of course you did.
So
You get theyeti.com/GDQ. Also has the Hotfix stickers, shirts, plushies, and the Coop mascot shirts for the current Hotfix season, but also the brand new Faith plush just in time for Flame Fatales.
Go order it now. What are you
It's so
doing?
cute. She's adorable. Oh my gosh.
I know. I can't wait to get her. I literally ordered that plush before this stream.
I wanna get one so bad, but I can't. I'm heartbroken. My life. Someone go to my
I'm
stream.
positive that it's going to be like I'm positive it's going to be like a tank. It's going to be made so well because like the velocity plushes,
the
those are made
Velocity
incredibly
plush is to
well.
die for. It's in the back of my camera. Y'all can probably see it right now.
I have one. It's on my bed, hanging out, watching the run.
I feel so left out.
You should.
They literally sold out at GDQ. I think our resident artist LLK had to buy the floor model to get the last one.
That's true. I remember that.
But yeah. Anyways, I was gonna say back to the ambassador talk. I'm very, very excited personally about the ambassadors. I have a lot of really fun content planned for my stream, and Satan's helping out. Thank you very much. Our stream is gonna be really funny and chaotic, and also we're gonna do all
really
puzzles.
silly.
I think if we raise enough money, we'll do all puzzles together, and neither of us run that category, so that's going to be a train wreck. Donate to our ambassador streams when they start.
It'll be a positive train wreck.
It'll be a train wreck in the best way possible, which is raising money for Malala Fund. So
You got the spirit.
Yeah, of course.
But anyways, tune into that. That is going to be really great. Here you can see that I'm just kind of shooting stuff and using chompers as we want to. Of course, unfortunately, these graves here are kind of interrupting our chomper business because, as you can see, chompers only eat the tile that's in front of them. So it's kind of unfortunate that we have to worry about that. But good news is, of course, that we have repeaters here with us, and we have brought both sources of sun production to be able to overproduce a bunch of sun, such that we are able to deal with that.
we are
much
so
easier.
rich.
We are indeed so rich. It's true. All right, and then of course we're gonna have to strategically position our cherry bomb to be able to sort of get everybody at the end. Graves can, by the way, be either normals or coneheads, and it's kind of just random which one the game decides. So you kind of just have to plan for either one. There we go. Really solid 2-2 there, actually. Close to gold. Not quite, but almost. So that was a good example of a level. All right, here is our
that
first.
I need each of you to pronounce restadisti at some point.
Oh
during
yes,
the run.
at some point during the run. Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I could do like Augendracher, but like that's it.
I was gonna hit you with that at the very end of the run, P. It'd be like, what was our file name again? We finally defeated Zomboss. Yay!
Look, it shows up on the screen. You could fake it, you could go phonetic, whatever you feel, but you do need to try it.
If you plug
All I'm
that
saying
into
is,
auto
if you want-
translate, it'll work. It'll
There you
get
go,
back
text to
a word.
speech. Yeah.
We'll
One of
figure out
you
what
talk
that
about
is.
prediction levels. I'm
Okay.
reining us in.
Shovel's job.
Sorry, lying me.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
so
we'll talk about a video game.
this is the first instance of a few that are coming up, especially night, of prediction levels. There's a few times throughout this run where there's a particularly dangerous zombie that can really mess us up. I believe in this level it's a football zombie's like 7,
Pause.
6.
Oh, no, it's a screen door. It's a screen
about
door.
this.
Say,
I
let me in your chance.
Since GDQ, man. Damn.
Sorry, Claus
Okay,
with a
I'm just
fumble.
gonna go
Let
a
me
bit
pick it up.
faster. Yeah. It's a
Screen
screen
door,
door, and
screen
door, right, yes.
It's on that like
The fume.
6 wave or whatever,
Forgot.
and Satan's basically going to be looking at where all the zombies are spawning and trying to be like, well, it's been a while since one's been over here, I think, so I think it's going to spawn here, and then we're going to like try and set up a potato mine where it's probably going to spawn, but again, it's a prediction level, so it's going to be a couple waves in advance because it has that like long arming time. So hopefully Satan gets it right here in a little bit.
Yeah, I was unlikely to. The second row was a little bit more likely. But putting that mine wave 8 does mean that it activates slower. And if I did not get the prediction, then that mine was kind of just going to be hanging out there and taking away one of our very valuable mushroom spots. Also, hey, make up mine here with the conehead. That is not a bad outcome at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's basically a layup, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. All good.
It's like hitting one strawberry on the slot machine. It's like, okay. Right, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I don't play Celeste.
Yeah.
Anyways, to explain the actual mechanics about how predictions work, because Limey didn't cover that either. Turns out neither of us can do this. The way that zombie spawns in this game
I play
function,
Iron Plant, man.
Okay, I don't care. The way that zombie spawns in this game kind of influence each other is really simple. If a zombie spawns in one row, it's less likely to spawn in that same row for the next wave. So it's just to prevent you from getting the same zombie in the same wave or lane over and over again, and the game being really boring as a result. But it's really nice to be able to count all of your wave spawns and where each wave is spawning in what lane, in order to then in a few waves predict, oh, this big scary zombie, screen door, football, Michael Jackson, what have you, in a later wave will spawn.
That sounds like the worst zombie, by the way. That combo,
Combining all three.
action. No, thank you, please.
That's something you'd see in like PvZ Fusion.
Oh, so true, so true. It's a fan game that has been shown on the GDQ channel before, by the way. Parallel Universe. Plug yourself, buddy.
Shoutouts. Yep.
Yeah, Exploration PU, it's basically just fan games and mods and all of that good stuff. So if you like seeing your favorite games like ever, forever, but like a little bit differently.
Too early and the wrong command. Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
Awesome.
You're supposed to wait until it actually gets to the point where it's saying it on the stream.
No, it's fine. I pressed enter too early, man. I went to backspace and it didn't work.
I can't believe it.
Oh my
it's
god,
so
it's
soiled.
over. I can't do anything.
sorry.
I can't count. I can't explain predictions.
Internet,
I can't hit the
it's
chat
time to
room.
go down again.
Man,
It's time to go down again.
It's
We need your help, internet.
No, but
It's
genuinely,
tough out here.
like, even if you are somebody who knows a game inside and out, Parallel Universe is an amazing show because it shows what the community can bring to the inherent design and like techniques for a game. There's so much really cool stuff that shows up on that show. Everything from like the revival of Toontown. Yes, Toontown is still a thing you can play in 2025. To
It's so cool, play it.
yeah,
Everything. Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers is one of my favorite ones. That
yeah, the
was
Sonic
shown off
community. If you ever,
recently.
if Sage is an acronym that means anything to you, there is a plethora of Sonic content that'll show up on Parallel Universe.
Yeah,
All
even
sorts
like
of good
randos and bingos and stuff have been shown off. It's super great.
What's up, Bingo?
highly recommend taking a look.
Fun fact, PvZ has
Here on
Bingo too.
2-4.
And it's kind of awesome. Sorry.
Ooh, we do have bingo.
help myself.
Bingo's a really good element of this game. You're very correct.
So
If
fun.
you would like to play this game in a new way, bingo is here for you. It's awesome. Highly recommend. But here in 2.4, we have brought both of our sun producers again, Sunshroom and Sunflower. You noticed last level, hopefully, that we only brought Sunshroom. And that's because Sunshroom is a slightly more efficient producer in night levels. But, of course, if you bring both, then that means you just get lots more sun. As you can see, we're already producing loads and loads of sun that we can use for our nefarious various purposes. And here, we're going to want to use this nice little cherry bomb here as soon as this conehead walks forward to be able to skip those graves and get the zombies on the wave 9 dead immediately so that we can move to the next level. Yay! Also, we have our Grave Buster now. That's the thing we were talking about that can deal with graves. We can use that, of course, to get graves off of our screen. We can also use it to make this chomper go faster. Fun fact, chompers eat faster when a zombie is in front of them. Or when a plant is in front of them. Pretty cool. Also when a zombie's in front of them. That's what they do. That's their whole function. Yeah, Vaulters are really annoying in this level, but luckily they didn't show up early, which is where they're the worst. You can use Grave Busters to make them jump, which is always really fun. Yes, go ahead,
I want to mention, I really, really hate Sunshrooms. Like, they're so useful because they're, like, cheaper and it's, like, great. But, like, 15? Like, really? Like, the fact that the number is 210, that makes me so mad. That makes me actually so mad.
Say what you will about
That's referring to the
PVZ2.
number of sun you get when you collect a small sun from the Sunshrooms, by the way. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Say what you will about PVZ2, that changing sunflowers to be 50 sun per sun drop and then puffed sunshrooms into 25 per drop was one of the best changes they've ever made. I'll say it.
For sure. I'm like PVZ2's like biggest defender, and I think that's my favorite change.
It's fine.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I like it. I think that game's IWs are so good. Unfortunately, the 90% run is like 13 hours, so
yeah. No,
maybe won't fit on
true.
Hotfix.
Maybe not.
We should get
It's a full
Hotfix
weekend
show.
special. 6 hours one day and 6 hours the next day.
True. We should get a Hotfix show that goes 24 hours and it's just like the worst speedrun you've ever seen.
Or LAT. Really, really long-a-thon. If y'all have never heard of it.
Shout out to
They do
Dylan,
really, really long
long-a-thon.
runs. So if you want that, that's where that is. Not here.
Really long Hotfix show.
Okay, this is an interesting final.
If you've ever had to ask yourself, has anyone ever run silly, obscure category that takes a long time? Yes, it's probably been shown on really, really long-a-thon.
Probably. All right, 2-5. This is the only level in the run that does not abide by the 50% rule. It is an auto-scroller. However, that doesn't mean it's devoid of strategy or things we can get from it. So, A, it really does not matter how fast I destroy these zombies. I just want to, because they might drop sun, which I can use to pay for stuff that is going to be important. But basically, once a zombie drops sun, we'll see the types of plants we can plant. We will never plant the mine. We will always plant the Grave Buster pretty much in any percent run, because anytime a Grave Buster digs up a grave, it will do a money drop, and that can be a silver coin, which is worth 10, as you just saw, a gold coin, which is worth 50, or the crown jewel, the diamond, which we really want. Those are worth 1,000, but they're also a 1 in 1,000 for dropping chance when you get a money drop. So they're pretty rare, but you know, we want to dig as much as possible so that we can get as much money as possible, because we'll need money. This is one of those things that is true for the 80% run, but you won't see in any of the other runs that have been shown off at GDQ on the live channel yet. Actually, this is the first ever one where money dynamics are relevant, pretty much, which is pretty wild to me. But yep, here we are. I'm really excited, by the way, that you wanted any percent T-Tree. Thank you so much for letting us platform this run. I hope people are really enjoying the catharsis of getting the run back from SGDQ and actually being able to see the full game. Of course, so far it hasn't changed very much, but we are going to be prioritizing different things in 2.5 here. Like we're going to be digging instead of saving up for that cherry bomb, which is what we would have used in the day through night run, which is what I showed up at SGDQ, to make the end of the level go quicker, because that's the only part you can speed up. That and also menuing into the level quickly. Yeah, it is so cool to be able to be here and have any percent finally be on the GDQ channel for the first time. This is so awesome. I hope we get diamonds. Please, game.
I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. Meaning, like, as you mentioned, run and this community generally has been a lot more vibrant for like several years now. We're really like a little bit behind the curve, so I'm glad to be able to work with you to rectify that mistake.
Absolutely, and as y'all can see, this is an awesome speed game. There's so much going on in it constantly. There's so many interesting little mechanics and decisions you can make all the time. And of course, it's just Plants vs. Zombies, which is everyone's favorite childhood game. Plus, it can be speedran, question mark? So cool.
Sometimes you get to play, take a break to play Whack-A-Mole.
Yep, exactly. There we go. So
Break's
if I was
over.
playing Day 3 Night, I would have saved up for a cherry bomb there and would have used it in that little circle there. But since I'm playing any percent, I prioritize money, and we lost a couple of seconds as a result. So you can already see the differences starting, but they're going to be, of course, really different once we actually get to later worlds that you haven't seen before. This is our second prediction stage. This is the revenge of the football zombie. Claus, you can rejoice if you'd like. It's actually here now.
I'm traumatized.
We're going to do the same thing. Okay, we're going to do the same thing as we did in 2-3. I'm going to be looking at the waves that are before wave 6 and trying to plant a potato mine in the prior waves to be able to catch that football zombie without having to use the more expensive Hypno Shroom. So hopefully we can do that. Fingers crossed. I also might let the second zombie go to the mower. I will, because he's in a good lane for it. Because that second zombie is going to be the correct timing to be able to catch a football. But of course, I'm going to do enough damage to it to have the 50% roll be activated first. Duh. Got it. Also, yeah, if y'all ever want to jump in and talk about the 50% roll in chat, we'll of course be re-explaining it here and there, but it is just so important to understand this speedrun. Basically, if y'all are just getting here, the faster you do damage to zombies, the faster new zombies are going to appear that you can do more damage to as well. That's the synopsis.
Yeah, which kind of sounds like, wow, play the game fast, like on its surface, but it's really just a lot more deep than that, because you have, like, you can really plan around doing the damage to the zombies without specifically killing them, or
let's go
using
prediction.
at good times.
W prediction.
That was a good prediction.
Yeah, very, very pleased to get that. It was more likely than not, and it worked out in my favor. Hooray!
Thank God.
Yay!
That's what he gets.
you do not like the football zombie, huh?
We're beefing today.
All zombies
My
are
bad.
mean.
I see.
They're very rude.
Got a couple questions if there's time.
Yes, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, one question, this one specifically about how the run unfolds over the next couple of hours. Is the torchwood used in this run? It's their favorite plant.
Oh, I love the torchwood. Torchwood's super fun. I highly recommend looking at PvZ Fusion for some really interesting uses of torchwood. We are going to use torchwood, but unfortunately against our will. It's going to be in the conveyor belt level 3-10. But we will.
Got it. Okay, and another question.
Guess the parents.
This is
I like PvZ Fusion.
This is a question that might be a little divorced from the run itself, but a more question about game knowledge. So we got 3 people who are a good check for this. Are there any glitches in this game?
So
I saw that question,
kind of.
and I had to think about it.
Kind of. There's also, that was a gold, by the way. That was the best ever
Nice.
I've played 2-7 in an
Hey.
instant context. So let's
cool.
go. Awesome stuff. Kind of. The answer is kind of. There aren't really any glitches in the base PC version of PvZ, which is what I'm playing and what all top speedrunners play. However, there are glitches in the console versions of Plants vs. Zombies. Specifically, there is a mega glitch that allows you to skip almost every level in the console versions that is not a conveyor belt level, pretty much, more or less, and the day levels. It's a very strange glitch. I do not know how to perform it. Most people do not know how to perform it. The category that exists with it is not very popular. So
For obvious
you know,
reasons, hopefully.
yeah, it's a very strange glitch and it's very difficult to do. So like that's why. But technically, PvZ can have glitches. Technically.
See,
So there's your
I'm
answer.
gonna be honest. I thought I dreamt that glitch up because I like asked about it once in
Nope,
the
it is
PvZ
real.
Discord, and I don't think I got an answer. And I was like,
That's
did I
because
just
nobody knows
imagine
about
this?
it. Yeah, it's
Turned out
super
Yeah,
obscure.
It was hiding in the Xbox Live Arcade, which is not a place that anybody goes anymore.
Yeah, nobody should
arcade
go there.
shut
So
The
exactly.
arcade's full of claw machines and fake slot machines now.
Don't talk
Oh,
about
no.
Slot Machine. I don't want to think about that right now. We're playing any percent. Okay.
I like Slot Machine. I love planting 8 sunflowers and getting rich.
That would be so cool if the game gave you that. So there's a mini game called Slot Machine.
Sounds like a skill issue, personally.
And unfortunately, it's random, and you kind of have to play it for all mini
Wait.
games.
You're
You have
telling
to
me
get
the slot
fast
machine
time
is
on it?
random?
I know. It's very literally just a slot machine.
I didn't know that.
It's exactly
Also,
what it is.
speaking of glitches, I was trying to think of other glitches in this game, but I know at least in PvZ 2, there was a glitch that used to be used in any percent where you get the what is it called? The like primal pea shooter and like the blover.
Yeah.
And you go to you can go to the end. This is like before like the worlds were like linear, and you were able to, as you shoot zombies with the primal pea shooter, because it pushes them back. If you use the blover, it just pushes them off screen and counts them as dead.
Yes.
Which was
I love that glitch.
abused for any percent. It was super
It's
cool.
so good.
PvZ 2 speedrunning is
like amazing.
kind of just as awesome. It's just a different kind.
Yeah,
Mostly.
PvZ 2 I feel like is interesting in ways that this game isn't, because this game, generally speaking, isn't super gimmicky, I would say. Some of the strategies we use are kind of gimmicky, but as a fundamental game, I feel like the world themes are all pretty on its own, pretty understandable. But PvZ 2 is very, very different in that regard, where every world has its own really big gimmick that influences the run a lot.
So here, by the way, on this wave, I'm choosing to fume this screen door, whereas on a previous wave, I chose to hypno it instead. Why is that? The reason that I'm doing that is that on the previous wave, the screen door was the only zombie in that wave, and screen doors take a very long time to damage and kill with their counterpart fume shroom. So it made sense there to just use the hypno shroom and immediately get it dead. Whereas here, if there's a normal zombie along with it, I can just damage that normal zombie and kill them. There's a lot of decisions like that that just happen over the course of the run that you have to be aware that you can possibly make to be able to go fast. So this game does take a lot of practice to get good at, but it is awesome. It feels so gratifying to get a better time in this game. You really feel like you've become smarter and better at the game at large. Not even just have done enough runs to get something good. You feel like you actually grew, as a PvZ player, which I think is just the best feeling ever.
Honestly, that's kind of one thing I feel like is super underrated about strategy game speedruns just in general, where like you have platformer runs where it's like, oh yeah, it's just a lot of movement and big tricks. But I feel like strategy game runs, you feel a sense of improvement that's very different and very gratifying in a way that sometimes other genres of speed games aren't. It's actually really fun compared to, because like my bread and butter, for example, is very usually like movement-based platformer stuff. Getting even okay at this game over time was very satisfying in a way that is hard to describe in comparison. It's super fun.
Yeah, it's super cool and interesting. And also, who was that in that preview? Some of y'all, if you're eagle-eyed, might have noticed an interesting zombie. So when this game launched, we are actually playing on the original version of Plants vs. Zombies, not the Game of the Year edition. Because when this game launched, they included a zombie based off of Michael Jackson's Thriller music video. Unfortunately, Michael Jackson passed away pretty shortly after the release of this game. So they re-released Game of the Year edition with a reskin version of that zombie called the Disco Zombie. So as to, be nice. But that original Michael Jackson zombie is actually faster. So we do play on this original version for that reason. That is the only real difference between those two versions that matters a whole lot for the any percent run. So
You have a quick question?
Yes, go ahead.
Who is Michael Jackson?
Not important. We don't have
This
time to
bit
get into it here. Sorry.
Rejection. Bit rejected.
Pay no attention to the timer. We do not have time to get into it here.
True.
We have a bit on that, man. I don't know.
So, quick question: why am I leaving this mine here, just in this little spot?
It's
down
another
here?
prediction level.
It's another prediction. Wow! But also, the Michael Jackson zombie, nice.
Guys.
Can only.
Guys, that's what he
That was
does.
awesome.
That's awesome.
I also pop off at this.
Let's go.
the trick with Michael Jackson is that Michael Jackson can only spawn in the middle 3 columns, or the middle 3 rows. So yeah, you only have those 3 to predict from, so you kind of just choose what you think is going to be most likely out of those 3, and luckily we got it. It's a huge time save to get that, because not only do you get the Michael Jackson dead, but you also make sure that he doesn't spawn all of the backup dancers, which are super annoying to deal with. So it's really nice to not have to deal with it.
Moonwalking.
There's 4 of them, and they suck. Yeah.
I just know that Michael Jackson zombie, he was moonwalking in, he hit that PC nod right before.
Dude, moonwalking into a potato mine is like be hopping into mid and getting one tapped.
I don't think I understood any of those words, and that's fine.
Wrong show.
I don't think I'm meant
My
to.
bad. I'll save that one for aimbot. I mean, damn it.
Don't pay any attention to the people on your microphone. So I do have to wait for
it
these.
sounds like a real thriller.
Yep.
That's a banger in chat.
Very good.
So I had to unfortunately wait for everybody there to be in cherry bomb range, but we still did get a banger of a level there. Gold, second gold in this night. We are playing well tonight. Very happy about this. But anyways, that was a really good level. Gold by a lot. So very happy with that. And we're moving on to 2-9. This is the last normal level of this night here, but you might notice it's a little bit less than normal because we are going to get those pesky screen door zombies again, but we aren't bringing its intended counter, Fume Shroom. Why are we doing that? Well, now we have so many instant plants that we're able to just bring a lot of instants and instant plant pretty much every screen door that we see for most generations. Sometimes the game will decide to give us too many screen doors, but that's pretty rare. Most of the time, you just are fine. So that's what we do. It's much faster this way, I promise. much faster.
Quick question.
Yes.
I understand that, like, you know, there's a lot of elements in this game that are random, but like, what in the W place is going on and like the bottom right? Like, that looks like a Minecraft shipwreck.
It isn't a terrible grave generation. You are correct.
Yeah, this is
yeah, this
terrible.
I
sucks.
feel like it's worse than terrible. This is like a global troll contender, Loki.
Slightly, it's close. It's pretty close. Luckily, we have the Scaredy Shroom, which we didn't talk about when we got it, but is another one of the most OP plants in the game, which lets you shoot from far away and do the same amount of damage as a pea shooter. The only downside is that Scaredy Shrooms cannot go near zombies. They're a little bit socially anxious, so you know they don't like to interact. DNI. So as long as you make a nice little row here, DNI. Stop talking.
Okay.
Well, okay, yeah, but I understand that you're doing this, but like, what happens when like the miner zombie comes? Like, uh-oh.
Well, the miner zombie's not going to show up till fog, which we will see.
This fist sucks.
Leads into
I just wanted to get people hooked onto the idea of, wow, there might be more zombies that are very weird that we have to deal with later.
It's true.
Because I think it was very fun. Yeah, this game has a lot of variety of zombies, and we have to deal with them in wacky, unique ways, because that's how like difficulty progression works in video games.
Yeah, I honestly, I would say that's kind of one of the appeals of any person is like day and night have very standard progression where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna deal with a bunch of zombies in day, and oh, we now have night, and we're gonna see a few new zombies, but like we don't have sun. I feel like the zombies in Pool, Fog, and Roof are all very creative, and the way that the speedrun tackles them is a lot of fun, I feel like.
I agree. Also, you'll notice I'm grave busting in row 9. That's because we have a lot of instant plants that we're going to use, and we're going to want row 9 to be open for them.
Have we talked about the Doom Shroom?
We have not. The Doom Shroom, my
I forgot we
beloved.
just got it.
Yeah. The Dream Shroom is kind of a screen clear. It's not really, which we will see next level is actually really important to keep in mind. But it's kind of a screen clear-ish in the sense that it explodes and it gets a 5x5 radius of zombies all dead in that radius. So it can recharge before the end of the level. So we're going to try to use it here on wave 5 or before. I don't want to use it on this wave because we don't have a screen door, but we'll see what happens next. The next wave here, come on. Okay,
correct me if I'm wrong, but 100% of a wave health is more than 50, so it automatically progresses the wave.
I think so. Yes,
are my numbers right?
I would agree.
I mean, it's
think
very
our
brave
numbers
of
are
you
right.
to be doing
I think
counting
you were
after
learning.
what happened earlier. But yes,
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
I do agree.
you know what? Hey, I'm on my redemption arc. I'm making a comeback. This is
Rude.
a second one.
I know, too many Michaels. So Michael Jackson zombies are just
Second to
slow.
Michael Jackson zombie.
Unfortunately, they're just slow. Especially because the only zombie that actually counts towards the 50% rule here is the Michael Jackson zombie himself. Not the rest of them. I'm gonna make this Michael Jackson zombie eat this Gravebuster so that it doesn't spawn more dinosaurs. Yes.
Oh my god. That's gonna be
That was so close.
lacking.
I know.
I want you to know, in my brain, I was like, if I were playing right now, I would put a Gravebuster right here. It'd be so smart. And then you did exactly that.
See, that's something I would not do on our ambassador stream. I just want you to know that.
Oh,
I didn't know that's something you could do. I'm gonna be so honest.
that's why you're here. You're learning.
Yeah, I'm
You're learning.
studying. This is my lecture.
This is actually why you're here.
I literally said that at the
Satan
start,
has the
Dimitri.
ghost of a chance.
Yep.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. Like,
We'll finish the run.
if we want if we want a real chance to see some new stuff, everyone in chat right now, you can study for the test because for PAX West,
Rude.
Satan's gonna be playing this game, right?
I'm not.
It's on backup,
You are wrong.
I think.
It's
Wait,
on
is it backup? Right? It's a backup.
Yes.
It's a backup. Yeah.
Okay, so
It's on
Satan's
backup.
gonna be
Maybe,
playing
potentially
it at
playing
PAX
this.
Do
West.
not wish
Yeah.
bad things on our PAX West runners, please.
Okay.
I am going to be playing something at PAX West, though. That is true. I'm going to be playing Peggle Extreme. If you've never seen the Peggle Extreme EGM run, so that stands for Extreme Gun Master, that is the 100% version of that game. We will be playing it in probably about 20 minutes. It's awesome. Come watch it. That's going to be on Friday of the marathon. I believe that... What day is that? Goodness, I don't know my days anymore.
Friday. Hope this helps.
Yep.
It's Friday of
Sounds about right.
PAX West, okay?
August 29th.
Whatever that is. Yay! That sounds about right.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
We did it. We figured out days. We can count. We're really shaping up to be an all-star lineup here.
Yeah.
Between us, we might be
okay,
most of a
this-
functional human.
This 210 is interesting so far. It loves Doom Shrooms, and hey, I love Doom Shrooms too, do not get me wrong. But as you can see, every Doom Shroom leaves a crater. That means that we're gonna have fewer and
No
fewer
planting.
spots to place Doom
Yep.
Shrooms as the level goes on. We're also gonna have less just consistent damage output to be able to deal with waves when we don't have a Doom Shroom. So I'm a little scared, just a little bit.
They've been
see what
planting doom shrooms on my brain. That's why I'm like this.
That's why I'm planting them nice in the back also. I don't know
Don't
what
give
you're
in to
talking
the
about,
mental
Buzz.
doom shrooms, Claus.
It was too
Real.
funny to pass up.
I have no idea what's going on, but I think that we should all follow twitch.tv/shovelclaws so we can get rid of its brain doom mushrooms.
No, you should
shrooms.
follow me so we can raise a lot of money for Malala Fund next week.
Also a good idea.
True. I agree.
Exclamation FF in Twitch chat.
It's true.
As you can see there, Hypno Shrooms, really good to use against footballs.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard. Because they have a lot of health. Footballs have a lot of health. They have
I
even more
did
than
a shout
buckets.
out, but you can thank Richard anytime.
Oh, well, I could have assumed. My bad.
It's all good. I always just say
This is
thank you,
going
Richard,
really
whenever
well.
something goes right.
Yeah, well, things are normal here. Hey, it looks like your doom shrooms have kind of dried up, Satan.
Oh, you see, I was talking
that-
about that
isn't that wild?
You
probably
weren't counting on
happening.
those, were you?
I'm gonna do that because even though that wave was close to being finished, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I was also gonna say, I feel like that's a little bit better to. I guess it's not doing anything as a screen door. Never mind. I was gonna say I just wouldn't want the scaredy to like be scared, so I probably would have done that myself. But
Yeah.
like it's like just like a messed up situation to be in.
Yeah, just total in total. Yeah, here I'm not gonna use my Hypno Shroom on this wave. I'm afraid.
Yeah, I was hoping that football zombie would get a bonus from this next wave on the way out the door, but that doesn't seem to happen.
Oh, that could have been what we did as well, but I didn't want to chance that either.
We are low-key rich because of all of our Gravebusters, though.
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
nice.
say.
And also, actually, fun fact about 210: when you bust every single grave in the level, they will stop spawning Gravebusters on your belt. So it's actually kind of nice.
Oh,
Get them all
really?
done.
I
Also,
didn't
that's
know
a
that.
football fight happening up top. Let's go.
Nice.
The playoffs.
Oh my God.
I love calling that the playoffs. When a football that's been hypnoed is fighting another football, that's what we call it. It's awesome.
And the home
One of my
team
favorite
lost.
things.
I'm out of here.
Oh, no. I can't believe it.
I was only here for $5 hot dogs, so I don't know.
I mean, it's fair. Did you do the 999?
You should try the zombie nachos.
What's
I could do
football's
like the
equivalent of
444.
the? Yeah, what's the 444? You need something worse than hot dogs. That's not enough.
Brave Buster's done. Yay.
Nachos.
So here you can also see we're manipulating ice shrooms and also puff shrooms, actually. Although I will place puff shrooms to keep the belt going. I need to.
Thanks for filling up.
Here, this is our wave 9, but there's not much we can do about it. So we're gonna just vibe. And ice shroom. Ice shrooms do 1 point of damage per ice shroom to every zombie on screen. So sometimes you just ice shroom. And we have a doom shroom dead. So it isn't the best 210 of all time, but it's not the worst, honestly. I was afraid that it was gonna go worse than it has. So, all right. Yay! And that's the end of
We
the
took
day
care
for
of
night
both
run, by the
football
way.
teams and the halftime show with the single doom shroom.
It's so true.
Super Bowl is
That show.
canceled.
I love that. But we're going further beyond. We don't have to stop. Haha. I've been given unlimited power. So anyway, welcome to Pool. If you haven't seen Pool on this channel before, it's because we've run it once. There's been Pool one time on this channel. I believe Fog is the one that's never been shown off at GDQ, so that'll be really fun to get there. But Pool is a really interesting world because it is very skill heavy. There's a lot of things that you can do on Pool levels because they're really long. 3-1 is the exception. It is the only one flag level in the entirety of the world. But for the most part, Pool levels are really long, which means there's a lot of skill expression that you can get going on there. Also, I am remembering that it is time for our first break. Do we want to take that now?
I was just about to ask when you went through the end of World 2 into Pool. We can certainly do that
Power
after this level.
trip.
Okay, how about we do it after 2-1?
I heard you say something about that.
Let's give him a taste.
I'm going to run Audible. I have unlimited power, and I'm like, is that her way of saying she wants to skip the break?
Yeah.
As much as we do like to encourage people to take breaks on longer runs, we do also try not to get in the way of PBs, and we've gotten a lot of golds on this run, but we do.
This run would be PBable, but we did disconnect in the middle of it, so I don't think it would be actually PBable anymore. So how about we just take the break after this level?
Sounds good.
Because we're
I've
kind of
had a timer running this whole time, and this run is still pretty good.
Yeah, no, this run is
correct.
genuinely decent. It's just not recorded all the way, so there's no way we could submit it. Oh well, but it's a good run. We can be happy
It's
about
fine.
that.
I'll open the mod chat and just go, pretty please, pretty please, pretty please. I was watching it.
It happened live. It's fine.
We've got a like the 4-digit number of eyewitnesses.
4-digit number, yeah.
Yep.
4-digit?
Yeah, that's true.
Chat, we're going to need to collect some depositions that you saw what happened in the speed run.
Exactly. So as you can see here in 3-1, I'm actually playing it quite similarly to how I played a lot of the day stages. Pea shooters as reactionary things, using chompers to chomper those high health zombies. The works, basically. Here is our wave 9, unfortunately, but I did want to pea shooter it because it was going to end up being close-ish, and that pea shooter might help us during the final.
Dude, I'm so mad. I just asked my PVZ streamer for the works, and they didn't understand what I was talking about. No, my friends tricked me.
The works. All right, so let's see what we can get here. Okay. This is interesting. So we're gonna have to do this like a little puzzle. This is gonna be really weird, unfortunately, the way that this shook out. I should have done something else. But that's life. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this.
Help save us.
So, we're gonna have Chomper here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something cool with this mine. Let's see if we can get both of them. If we can't, that's okay. We will just, Chomper. Nope, we got both of them. Yay. Slow level, but that is what it is. All right, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and we will be back soon.
Yes, indeed. We'll be right back with more Plants vs. Zombies in just a little bit. While we do that, I just want to remind you that if you want to know what else is coming up on Hotfix this week, you can go to gdq.gg/hotfix to check out the schedule and explore the full season lineup. And if you want to know more about welcome back to Out of the Box on the Games Done Quick Hotfix. We are in the middle of a lawn-filled, zombie-filled round of Plants vs. Zombies with Satan herself. Now, Satan, I know Laura Shigehara's seminal "There's a Zombie on Your Lawn" says that the football zombie used to play football, but I also remember that the football zombie's description says it has no idea what a football is. So what do you make of all this?
I don't know because I did not remember that. That's awesome. Teacher's schooling me on the game that I play right here.
Look, I couldn't teach you anything about the game itself, so I could at least bring lore to the table.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. I used to play football. Most iconic donation from SGDQ. Anyway,
Absolutely.
3, 2, 1, go. So, we are back. We are doing some pool here. What does that mean? Basically, there's a pool in our way, and zombies are going to go on it. But we didn't mention this in 3-1, but zombies don't go in the pool very early in the level because the game understands that it takes a while to get, enough sun to place lily pads, and it's 6 different lanes instead of 5 to keep track of. So there actually aren't any zombies that will ever go in the pool lane before wave 5, and wave 5 is really early. They usually start showing up around wave 7. So we can kind of use that to our advantage and only defend the non-pool lanes for a while before the zombies decide that they want to start swimming. We also unlocked one of the best plants in the game by far. This is the squash. The squash is going to help us absolutely immensely in both pool and roof, and a little bit of fog as well. It is a 50 cost instant, so that means it's really cheap, and it actually gets a whole tile instead of just one zombie like the chomper does, which is really convenient because that means that we are able to kill multiple zombies at once with it. It is a bit of a slower recharge than, say, the chompers, so they both have their uses. That's why we bring them both. But the squash is just awesome. It's going to help us do so many strategies that would genuinely be inaccessible without it. And other such things. So everybody say thank you, Squash.
Thank you, Squash.
Thank you, Squash.
As PvZ runners, we also just love having instants. I think we've brought at least 2 in almost every stage that we've been able to. Okay, hi, Diamond.
Oh, Diamond mode.
Okay, so money is solved.
This money is at least a bit solved. That's awesome. 1 in 1,000 drop chance. Diamonds are worth 1,000. We need at least 1 to be comfortable for the run. So that is awesome. Also, this newspaper drops mini games. So my brain's actually expecting around then in this level to hear the diamond sound.
Because of the minigame. Yeah.
So it took me a second to be like, no, that's not mini games. That's a real diamond. I'm hyped.
It's
so
everywhere.
that was great.
Yep, the Plants vs. Zombies featuring Diamond as seen in the hit video game Bejeweled.
So true.
True.
We got synergy going on here. There are several references to other PopCap games in this game, including Bejeweled. You just have to know where to look for them. Go poke around. Go play this game. It's great.
Arguably, Bejeweled's one of the easier ones because in the minigames feature, which we just unlocked, there's a Bejeweled minigame, and then there's a Bejeweled Twist minigame, which, if you remember Bejeweled Twist, then good on you.
I'm like thinking back to like my favorite PopCap games or whatever, right? And surely they would never put in a reference to a Sand Aquarium, right?
That
They
one,
would never.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, that one's unfortunate. That was one of my favorite PopCap games growing up, and no one remembers it. It's so sad.
Boo.
All right,
Okay.
chat, tell
No,
me
they
your
do.
favorite PopCap game that you don't think anyone else remembers.
Everyone else remembers, just as a spoiler.
Y'all ever seen a
games are
Bookworm
like minigames.
Adventures speedrun?
Yeah, I
That's
was going to
wild.
go with Bookworm
I will
or
be doing
Bookworm
that at some
Adventures.
point. I still haven't gotten to it yet because I've been so mega busy lately. But
I can't wait for the
will.
PopCap Vector.
True.
I'm not doing the same thing Peter tried. One time, Peter Sig, who's a fellow PvZ speedrunner, tried to speedrun every PopCap game in succession. Bad idea.
How long would that take?
You can't do that. Way too long.
Shoutouts to Amber Cyprin for introducing me to one of the early PopCap games that I straight up forgot about called Chuzzle.
Yes, I love Chuzzle, dude.
I speedrun that. I do genuinely.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. Chuzzle's a great matchmaking game. It's match 3, but it's like weird match 3. It's great. It's got Chuzzles in it.
Chuzzle is also one of those games where like it's creature as hell, which is
So true.
I'm sure Satan, you're a big fan of
No way they
creatures.
put like a corner for those on like Hotfix, right?
Right.
And that might be
What?
happening literally after this run, by the way. Please stick around after this exact run because we are going to be doing an episode of Creature Corner, which is my GDQ Hotfix show.
Yeah,
Right
it's
after.
true. The
And
rest of us
we're
get to
gonna
go home
continue
after
on the
this.
plant themes.
Satan does not.
Not me. Yep, I'm still here for a good solid next couple of hours. But that'll be really fun. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to continue on this sort of plant theme and do a Pikmin show. It'll be Pikmin 2 and 3 Deluxe. So yeah, definitely stick around for that.
Pikmin's so cool.
Pikmin is so cool. Agreed. So here,
Pikmin is
unfortunately,
my
we have
favorite
to
StarCraft.
wait
Like,
for a couple of things. First, a squash.
Ooh, we got a good one from the chat. Rocket Mania.
I've never seen this game. I just googled this.
I don't know it, actually. Sean?
And one I don't recognize, Word Womp. I don't know if that's an alternate name for something.
Word womp.
I don't know that either.
That's a Mario enemy right there.
Whoa, we had exactly the amount of money for seed slot there. Literally
Nice.
exactly. No stray dollars
Nice.
whatsoever. So really cool thing, we can get 8 seed slots in this game. We've just gotten 8 seed slots in this game, and that's one reason why you want diamonds early, is because the game will offer you earlier seed slots. So 3-3 is actually very nice to have a seed slot in because we get to bring Walnut in addition to our regular roundup. And we're going to get Snorkel Zombies in this level. Snorkel Zombies do not become vulnerable until they are eating something. So having a Walnut on one of those front rows is going to be really useful because then we can instantly shoot those zombies with the repeater. There's also a couple other uses for walnuts, such as stalling before the mower and controlling the final wave a little bit better as well here. So very cool. Shout outs to Diamond. That was super awesome and opportune. So big ups to that. Thank you, game.
I've learned that Rocket Mania Deluxe is no longer available for sale on the Steam store, and I am sad.
No, just like regular Bookworm.
Oh.
The other game that I was going to mention is one that I did buy on Steam. Like as I was going off to college, this is a game that I later learned was developed out of a joke in a meeting between a PopCap executive and a Square Enix executive.
Which
Yeah,
game?
called Gyromancer. It's basically
I've heard
Puzzle
of
Quest,
it.
but it's made by PopCap.
That's so cool. I love PopCap games.
Shout out PopCap Games.
Also, if you don't know about Peggle Extreme, by the way, let's talk about Peggle Extreme again, which I will be running at PAX West. Check that schedule. It's really awesome. So many bangers, by
It's
the way.
really good.
Yeah, really genuinely very good. That is a crossover game between Peggle and Valve. Unironically, it came out in the orange box. It's got references to Portal. It's got voice acting from Portal from, let's see, TF2 and Half-Life 2. Unironically, it's just real. So,
Yeah, in
come
the
watch
same
that.
vein as like Poker Night at the Inventory, the old poker game that was about, giving you more to play on Steam that featured characters from Steam or like Valve franchises. Yeah, but like Peggle was just both an expansion for Peggle in that there was more Peggle and also a crossover with Valve and Steam.
Wild stuff out there in the land of weird, obscure games.
Yep, PopCap games.
All
all I'm saying is we keep talking about like looking at schedules, but like if you yourself want to be on a schedule, maybe go to gdq.gg/submissions or submissions.gamesoquick.com for long. And there's a few events you can submit to, pretty sure.
True.
Unherited.
There are
open.
communities that frequently have events open. Black in a Flash is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners. They host special events throughout the year. I know they're going to have a new special event coming up a little bit later on. But if you want to learn more about them or apply to get involved, if you are a member of that community, you can go over to gdq.gg/BAF or follow at blackandaflash.bsky.social on Blue Sky to keep up with the latest updates there.
That is so true. We have so many cool things coming up. It's awesome. As always.
GDQ gets
Also, you
busy.
can see those walnuts in actions here.
Yeah, walnuts
Yeah.
are great for these guys. These are snorkel zombies. They go underwater, and you have to use a plant to get them back up because they only surface when they're chomping. pretty.
Why are they called snorkel zombies?
Ooh, so there's this like big thing on their face. If you look really closely, it's a little bit of an Easter egg the PvZ devs hid. But they have a snorkel. Was that?
So did anyone in this call grow up in a landlocked state? I did not, though.
No.
I didn't.
I know
Okay, so
one.
no one has an excuse. Got it. I'm just saying, if you grew up in a state that didn't have water nearby, you have an excuse for not knowing what a snorkel is.
What do you mean
Everybody
you
else-
didn't have water nearby? There's the water for free in your sink.
They gave me a water bill.
Not when you were growing up.
What?
You didn't pay that. Unless
Nice
you did, in which
chomper,
case,
by the
okay.
way. We don't normally see those activate very often, but because they take about 40 seconds to rearm. But sometimes the chomper can give you a little bonus and wait back up. Usually column 8 chompers are going to be the way to do that. So if you happen to have a situation where column 8 chomper is good, taking that can be useful. Yeah, I had a feeling about that one. It's fine.
Getting away with it as usual. And we have one of my favorite plants of the game. Honestly, kind of close to first place, I think. Tangle Kelp. Tangle Kelp is awesome. He's water instant. He can only be planted in the pool, but instantly kills any single plant. And is also very cheap. I believe has a fairly slow recharge though.
So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be balancing putting down those sunflowers, mines, and tangle kelps at the beginning of this level because we are showing off 8 slot 3-4, which is great. You are really not guaranteed 8 slot until at least about 3-6 if you don't get a diamond. So it's super nice to have them. But we do get to take both tangle kelp and mine here. So we're going to be juggling those cooldowns appropriately. So what I'm going to be doing is waiting until I have enough sun to place down a sunflower and something else, and then I'll place down that something else. We start with mine, of course, because those zombies are going to show up on the land first. But it is really important to run that tangle kelp cooldown because, as you can see, and as Claus mentioned, it is very long. So that's kind of what we're going to prioritize here in the level, and then we're going to early in the level, and then we're going to have a nice little wall at the front of stuff that can kill zombies, which is nice.
I don't remember if this was mentioned or not, but you know how those are like lawnmowers, like in the back of the lawn, like closest to like where you live or whatever. Yeah, there's lawnmowers in front of the pool. I don't think that's gonna work super well.
Yeah, they kind of just sink. There are pool cleaners that you can buy that will be like the lawnmowers, but for the pool. But they cost 1,000 money. And as stated before, we kind of want money. Money is actually really important to us. So we're not going to be buying those unless we get an excess amount of diamonds very soon, which we will likely not get.
Unfortunate to see our entertaining life in this way, in that we need lots of money.
Yeah, you know.
10 subs equals 1 diamond.
Twitch.tv/Satan isn't herself.
I don't guarantee that.
Actually, no, I did kind of mean to
I
mention.
guarantee it.
I did kind of mean to mention this. Like, if you were up for it, Satan, there have been people asking about mustache mode. Would it be possible if we got like 20 gift subs before the end of the show to turn mustache mode on?
Now
Oh,
that's a
absolutely.
plug.
Yeah. We can totally do that.
Okay.
That sounds awesome.
You heard our runner chat. 20 gift subs, you have 2 hours, and we will turn mustache mode on for the rest of the run.
That's my runner.
Okay, unfortunately here we have some weird situations going on because I miscarried. But that's okay. We're good. It's
My
fine.
goat is washed. It's
See,
cool.
my PvZ runner also does not account to 9. It's okay.
Oh, let's open it.
We've all been there.
Look, the problem
Yeah,
with
but-
counting to 9 is that you have to do it again. And in a run
That's
that's almost 4
true.
hours long, you have to do it a lot of times.
That's
How-
true,
how-
unfortunately.
What's the total amount of waves in a PvZ run?
That's actually such a good question, and I want to know right now. But I do
At
not
least-
have
at
the
least
answer.
Surely someone that does know is in the chat. Surely someone's watching.
Surely.
We have 1,400 of you guys. Come on.
It's okay if they don't know.
If they don't know, it's okay. I just say I'm expecting at least one.
Yes, there
Also,
is
this
at
is our
least
first
one
3-5
wave in
level, by
Plants
the way.
vs. Zombies. I can confirm this.
Oh, okay. We
Whoa.
found the answer.
believe
Thank you,
it.
T-Tree. I didn't realize T-Tree was so good at this whole show running thing.
There's a reason they keep letting me come back.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know what it is, but there's a reason.
We'll figure it out.
Also, yeah, this is
Speaking
our
of-
first flag level, so there's kind of
Oh,
a lot
true.
going on. We have to prioritize things like shooting plants a little bit more than, say, we would otherwise. So here I'm going to just like place these 2 repeaters down here instead of doing an instant, but also we had this tangle kelp, so that's fine. Also, I am digging up tangle kelps as they dig stuff up, and that actually does genuinely matter. That is something called kelp tech. That Peter discovered by accident. Shout out Peter. Where you dig up the kelp as it eats a zombie, and that does reduce the amount of time it takes for that full health to go away, because there is something called corpse HP, which is exactly what it sounds like. The game doesn't fully activate that 50% rule until the corpse is gone of that last zombie. There.
Actually, this seems like a
Perfect.
perfect time to kind of rehash the 50% rule, since we have a fair bit of new people here.
Yes.
So the reason that PvZ is speedrunnable at all is because once you kill 50% of a wave, the next wave will spawn. It's very simple, but it's the entire reason this game even works as a speedrun. So PvZ is not an auto-scroller, believe it or not.
No, certainly not at all. Not even close. It's a great speed game. So much fun.
And we're all glad you're here to experience it. This game's awesome.
Yay! Yay! It sure is. Yay! Yippee! Yay! Any percent.
I love
It's awesome.
100%.
I'm really glad that we're here.
I could just watch this game all
it's the
day, and
best
Loki I
category.
kind of did for like a month.
Yeah. No. Everybody's got their phase at least, if not, a long time where they just watch this game. I watch this game a lot. I watch other people play it constantly, and it's actually a really good way to learn and get better at the game, is watching other people play as well. So it's generally a good idea. Pivoted there. I saw the bucket head. You got to be able to do stuff like that.
And kind of on the note of killing waves fast, I guess. Some of this game is really
Diamond too!
Hi, another diamond. I just gotta explain tech more. That seems to keep happening when I'm explaining stuff.
Please, yeah, keep going.
The
That's an
I want
awesome
more
diamond.
money.
yeah, no, I'm glad diamonds are showing up. So this game is a really interesting RTS run, which is maybe the first time you've heard PvZ described as an RTS, unless you watched the GDQ run. The way that this game kind of differentiates depending on stage comes down a lot to length. In 3-4, our first 3 flag level, for example, Satan had to focus a lot on planning high damage over time plants, so repeaters mostly, as opposed to a lot of instants. And in a lot of day and night, you are planning instants all the time, and it's a lot less focused on high sustained damage and more on big burst damage to just take out waves instantly. It's this really interesting dynamic of building resources over time that you see in like actual StarCraft runs. It's really, really fun.
Yeah.
It's just each level
Very
is
true.
like one miniature StarCraft runs. It's very cool.
Wow,
This
miniature.
is also kind of its own capsule speedrun 3-5 a little bit. As you can see, the zombies are small. I don't know how they got that way, but I feel like Zombus had something to do with it. I don't know. I'm counting waves here, so this is 5. Whoa, 4 cherry bombs. That's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, good times. I think this is 5. We want
And
to count
we're
waves
bonus.
pretty. Yeah, we.
Big minute.
Yeah, we want to count waves pretty strictly because we want to make sure we have 2 cherry bombs that we can use right as wave 9 happens, so that we can get those zombies dead right away, move on to the next level. This is 8 here. We'll move on to the next big wave, or move on to the next level, whatever it ends up being.
Yeah.
Speaking of numbers, I just want to
sorry.
thank
Okay.
Twitch chat for giving us 5 subs so far. We
Whoa.
need 50 more to get mustaches.
15.
True. We're on our way.
Well on our way. Thank you so much, chat, for getting that started. I would love to turn on mustache mode. Give it to me. I want to see those funny little mustaches.
Twitch chat's gonna teach me how to count to 9 today. Thank God.
Woo! We are going to count. So this is 0 actually, because every flag has 10. And now here's 1. Here's 2. And so on. So you can count in your head if you would like. That's what I will be doing as well. So y'all can yap. Have fun.
This level has something interesting that I don't think we've actually mentioned so far. When in certain cases, and maybe we explained this with Mower Manip actually, but over a course of a wave, the wave has kind of an expiration date of sorts, where after a certain amount of seconds of a wave being spawned in, even if you haven't hit the 50% rule, the next wave will spawn. This level is a little bit different, where its expiration date is like 0. The waves spawn constantly. You can still hit the 50% rule, but you don't have to necessarily hit it as fast as possible. That's why Satan in this level is saving the cherry bombs for wave 9, maybe spending an extra 1 or 2 to hit that 50% rule faster, save a good few seconds, especially depending on the wave. But once in other levels, that allows us to do stuff like sending a zombie to the mower, so or we can get resources early on in the levels, because the next wave is going to spawn eventually anyways. Might as well spend that time getting resources so the later parts of the level will be fast. Oh, that little lily pad disappeared at the exact right time.
I know, that was
awesome.
Unfortunate. Lamau. But yes, exactly. We call that the auto scroll rule. And yes, we do take it. We do use it to our advantage in levels to get sun faster. But exactly right. In 3.5, it just goes really, really quickly. So it's less important to make those 50% girls go yourself, and more important to do board control so that you don't let go of a bunch of mowers needlessly, and also to make sure you don't have stuff flooding your belt, because that means that you're going to get plants less frequently. You also don't want a bunch of cherry bombs, because as we talked about before, conveyor manip will make it so that the game is giving you fewer of those as long as you have more cherry bombs on your belt. So all considerations to make. But now we're back to normal levels. So 3-6 is the introduction of Zombonis, a lot of people's favorite zombies in the whole game. They help with all of your zombie-related ice sport activities by putting ice on your lawn, and then bobsleds will come after them. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we will never see a bobsled. We do not want the Zombonis to go that far to be able to make that happen.
Hey, Satan, that's my culture you're talking about.
Whoa.
I did think about that, Livy. I did actually think about that. I was wondering if you were going to mention it. But anyway, I'm just, yeah.
Not to be mistaken with the Zamboni brand ice resurfacing machine.
So true.
Is it a brand, or is it? Oh yeah, it is a brand. It's like Kleenex, right?
Correct.
Like, they're like Band-Aid.
Or Clorox, or is Band-Aid, or Xerox, or
Or Games Done Quick.
Okay.
Games Done Quick. That's
Yeah. It's like GDQ versus Games Done Quick. Yeah.
Every
You can go to
speedrun marathons
GDQ and find out about all the programming we have in the top bar.
Right. We should start
You can
calling
also support
speedrunning
Games Done Quick
marathons
by
GDQs.
subscribing as well. We should do that. That's funny.
GDQ likes.
GDQ likes. No, that's terrible. We're not going to do that. I veto this idea. The idea I don't veto, though, is maybe supporting Games Done Quick. We appreciate all of your support by viewing, and also by subs and bits and all that stuff. We do have a little mini goal today of if we get 15 more subs or gift subs, or both, just any combination, we will turn on that mustaches.
Yep, primers count too.
So hell yeah! If you've got a resub message, use it. If you've got primes, use it.
I know some of us
etc.
have that little subscribe button in like the corner of the stream. You can maybe click that.
Some of us. Some people don't have it at all.
Do we still have the button?
You can click that and check the Prime sub reminder. And as I'm talking, we got 5 more. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gar.
And someone
Appreciate that a
paying
lot.
forward from the first 5 gifts. That's awesome.
That's so cool. Thank you, Twitch chat.
Do we still have the button on the stream dashboard that's like, have you heard of this little thing called Prime Gaming? Do we still have that?
Yeah, there's a primers in
Making
chat button
Richard
around
work.
here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Richard will get there first.
Hey,
I know.
Richard, pretty please.
Oh, I did that mine too early. Too fast. Look at it squish.
no, it's a squish.
Oh, look at the stream! It happened.
We made a potato chip. Oh my god, I see it! Speaking of,
We're so back.
we have another one. We have a Prime sub.
Thank you, chat. Twitch
Just
chat.
on
You're
time.
wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Your timing is impeccable.
Y'all are fantastic.
We are at
9.
11 out of 20.
Everyone,
Richard's our
type in
producer,
thank you at
we-
Ogdendracher in Twitch chat.
Love Richard. Thank you for being awesome as always, Richard. And Twitch chat. I love squash and mine. My favorite combo. You just put a squash down, and then you mash the mine, and then the mine goes down, and it's awesome. You feel good.
Ooh,
Although the
bad
mine
news
just
about this
getting
mine.
eaten here, so that sucks.
Yummers.
Oh well. Exactly. Sorry. Whew. Sometimes it happens.
Zombies are getting to you.
Yeah, exactly. They got in my nose.
Way too much
good.
pollen with all these sunflowers. What is this layout, man?
I have a question from Twitch chat. Right?
Oh, yes, please.
They're asking how far do Zombonis have to get for the bobsled system?
That's such a good question, and it actually matters a lot for a minigame called Bobsled Bonanza, which has been the subject of IL running for a while. It is kind of 3. The answer is mostly 3. 3-ish tiles. They have to get forward. It's not like a super exact science or anything like that, but yeah, about that
Yeah,
much.
it's just like a rough estimate. Just like how.
Also, I'm seeing
we
16
got-
out of 20.
Yeah, 16 out of 20. We got 5 from an anonymous gifter. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
know that like it says an anonymous gift. It's like an anonymous, but still, I'm gonna read it out like it's a username because it's fun to do. I like doing that.
I'm seeing Mustache Train. Love that. Love that idea. We're getting that going. And we're getting 3-7 going. So this is basically, they said you had Zombonis, get used to getting more. And actually, there's a really interesting side effect of Zombonis that we haven't talked about. Because we are not spawning those bobsleds, but the game expects us to be spawning bobsleds, what the game is going to do is it's actually going to spawn a lot more normal zombies than in a standard level, in levels that have bobsleds, where we're not actually making them appear on stage. So dealing with more normals usually means putting down more repeaters and stuff like that. So we're going to be kind of shifting our focus a little bit in this 3-7, from a little bit more insta focus to a little bit more repeater focus, because there's just going to be so many of them. So that's an interesting little tidbit, and changes the way you play a little bit. This game's wild.
I have
It
a
has so
question
many
for
little
me
things.
and not Twitch chat actually.
Oh,
Go
question
on.
for you. Go.
Yeah, so when the bobsled spawn, is like the sled and all of the participants, all the members, I guess, are they all counted in the 50% roll, or is it just like the first one, or how does that work?
The sled is
It-
the 50% roll.
Okay, so it's
Yeah, yeah,
considered
yeah.
a
Okay.
single entity, or
The sled
Kind of.
itself
When the sled
is
disappears,
weird.
it will
Got
be
it. It's
50%.
the-
Yeah,
Yep.
That's why
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, but I wasn't totally sure, so I just wanted to ask since
Yeah,
you
no,
would
to
know.
clarify, it's a good idea.
Yeah, that's why the strat on Bobsled Bonanza is so weird, because you literally just spawn as many sleds as possible, so you hit the rule every few seconds. It's really funny.
Yes, that is true. The reason we don't do it in any percent, in contrast, is just because Zombonis are worth all the health of the wave, pretty much, when they
Yeah.
spawn. So you want to make sure to instant
They are
them
expensive.
as soon as they come onto the stage. But in
I
Bobsled
realize-
Bonanza, we just make a little ice trail of a little tiny ice trail, and then we just let the bobsled spawn and kill them with spike weeds. It's such a really it's such an interesting stage. I recommend checking it out.
Yeah. Speaking of, you know what? I'm gonna get you another diamond. Watch this. The reason that I just called Zombonis
Winning.
expensive as opposed to, tanky or whatever is because this game has a really interesting system that it uses to determine what spawns during certain waves. So essentially, think of a normal zombie as costing $1. And the first wave of any level only has $1 in its budget. And then over time, the waves will get more money in their budget. So by wave 3, they'll have $2 in their budget, and you can spawn a cone head or you can spawn 2 normals. And this increases over time in each level until you get huge waves where it's like 10, 11, 12 zombies of varying powers. It's essentially a health pool system, but it's a lot easier to use money, unfortunately. But it's a
all right,
really...
Chad, you've got $10 to build the perfect zombie wave. Who you got? Wait, that doesn't work. They don't
Actually,
have the
that's a
visual of what the
perfect
zombies cost.
analogy.
Yeah, that's perfect, T-Tree. That's awesome. Also, I'm seeing a minute left on that train. We're 3 away to getting mustaches.
Wow.
We can get it during
Just,
this very hype train.
Yep, just looking at it. But exactly, that's a really good analogy. Really, really good. I love that.
Which you have $10. How many subs do we get?
True.
Also, you
That's
can see
at
the
least
normies.
2.
They're starting. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
you can see
yeah.
what I was talking about. Here they are.
So these waves start getting really expensive, and that's kind of it all ties together to make a really natural progression curve where, you know, in levels like this, we want a lot of sustained damage, so we deal a lot of damage to all of these zombies that are spawning one behind another, where they each have differing speeds, so sometimes a bucket will overtake a normal and start damaging it more.
You did it!
I was explaining something!
It actually
What do you
happened again! What is happening?
I can't believe the one run where your internet goes out for like 1 second, and now it's not valid anymore. Oh,
we did.
there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I guess neither
Wait,
of us
huge
can talk
wave. We
anymore. I
need
guess
these
that's how that works.
mustaches.
It's done. It's done. It's done.
Huge.
It is done.
Yeah.
All right, how many subs to change the sunglasses?
Mustache right there.
We could let
21.
Chad
It's gonna be.
have
It's
fun.
gonna be like
this
a
the
big
whole
war.
time.
Technically, we went from 17 to 22, so do with that information what you will.
I totally forgot what I was even saying. It doesn't matter.
Oh, we got a diamond. My vision went blurry.
Diamond mustaches. I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah.
Diamond mustache. Interesting.
Oh yeah. I think it's very funny how the one run where your internet bliss for like 1 second, and you have to
I
like,
know.
pause to like.
I have a
make sure
bunch
it
of
gets
diamonds.
back.
It's a decent pace. I know.
Yeah. You know
Worst
what?
timing like ever.
We're about to hit. We're about to get a PB on our Fatales go on stream.
Right?
No, we are not actually.
What, you don't believe
You
in
have
me?
no faith in Shovel. What the heck?
I'm gonna
believe
get
in
a
you, in a way.
340 right now.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing. I don't believe in Shovel either. But I'm gonna say that out loud.
I believe in my shovel that I can use to dig up.
Chill on me.
That's what I believe.
My goat is washed. Damn. Okay. Well, anyways. I'm not
we're
gonna
almost done
explain
with
any
preset.
tech
I don't
for
know
the
how
rest
many
of
we're
this
in,
round.
but surely it's like
Hope you
8,
enjoyed your
right?
No,
diamonds.
It's like
please,
8.
please give me more
Fine.
diamonds. I want them.
So you just need me on your stream to like be funny every now and then when I make a joke, the
Every now
diamond
and
hits like it's the chat applauding for me. This is how I start my career as a comedian.
That's how you know the joke hit. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Diamonds hitting like my parlays.
Dude, week 1 diamond soup, week 2 ice soup. Week 2 mushroom soup.
There you go. Puff room troop.
There we go.
Dude,
I'm imagining the
I would
parlay
say-
across an
I
all
would-
PopCap games run.
Wait, I have a question for
on
me.
these 3 games.
Please.
Go on.
Please go on.
What PVZ plant is the tastiest? If you like cook it up real good.
Hypnoshroom.
Hypnoshroom, bro, you can't.
I mean,
say
you can't
that.
disagree with that. It controls your brain.
I'm just gonna keep playing.
Do you
the
want to
game
explain what
and let the
we're buying
consequences
there?
fall on you all as they may.
Yeah,
So we just paid a visit to Crazy Dave's. How'd we do?
I'm
pick
broke.
up?
We have rakes now, right? We're gonna be buying rakes every
talked
3
about
levels.
rakes, actually?
Like from now until
No, we have
forever,
not, which actually are really important. So rakes you can buy for 200 money, which is another reason we need money. Money is good. I'm going to be trying to save up for roof cleaners now, by the way, which is a rare thing to be able to get. But I'm going to be stingier about mowers from here on, and rakes as well. But we do want to get rakes a fair amount of the time, especially in this world here in Pool, because what they do is they sort of influence zombies to spawn their first wave on the row with the rake, and then they kill that first zombie that spawns, which is super important because that is a kill on a zombie you get without spending any sun. It really helps for the beginning of the level to be able to set up your mines, your sunflowers, and all that stuff in predictable ways. So rakes are super important here in the beginning of Pool, and they will become super important again in the beginning of Roof, at the beginning of levels in Pool and Roof. So you'll see it again. Don't you worry. But yeah, no, they last for 3 levels, by the way, every time you buy them. So there's a rhythm. We bought one on 3-5 in the forced shop visit to Crazy Dave, and then we bought one again just before this level in 3-8, so that we can kind of cover the entirety of Pool with those rigs.
Satan, I have $1 million idea.
What's the $1 million idea?
Okay, so in the remake that's happening for this game,
That's right. Yes.
They add a zombie to replace the disco zombie.
We're bringing back Michael
It's
Jackson.
Ringo Starr.
Okay, that's
Wait, what did you want, Levy?
It's Ringo Starr. Ringo
Okay.
Starr as a
Ringo
zombie
Starr.
in PC.
I have a $2 million
Just want
idea.
to wish
the
everyone
Beatles.
peace and love. And also, I'd like to eat your brains.
I think we have. I have a $2 million idea. We bring the Rizzler into PVZ as a zombie.
Nope. Stop
You're off
talking,
my
please.
couch.
Satan,
You're off my couch.
can you
You're
hit
off my couch.
the?
You're
Can
off
you
my
hit
couch.
the?
You're off my couch. You're off my couch. You're out.
I have a $5 million idea.
Out.
Slimy, I don't
the
care what it
zombie
is. Just
itself,
talk, so we don't have to hear about the risk.
Okay.
The zombie itself is Yoko Ono, but when she gets like
Never mind.
1,000 or
Nobody
whatever,
talk anymore.
the Beatles come up as the dancers.
I hope you guys have enjoyed me and Limey's comedy set. We're gonna get out of here. Let Satan take over. Bye, guys.
Oh my god.
And they say any percent wouldn't be great on SGDQ.
I hope that y'all understand from my reactions how
So
little I thought this would happen.
The disco zombie is now Blackpink, and they do a little dancey
Dude,
boo as
that'd
they
be
go through the
awesome. Dude, would that
$10 million idea.
Okay, $11 million idea. Laura Shigahari and Blackpink collab on a song. That's an actual $11 million idea. That one's
I
unironic.
kind of agree with that.
I said
give you
I
that.
did something. I did something agreeable. It's a miracle.
Satan, speaking of millions of dollars, or maybe like millions of sun, how is the planning for this level going?
How is the gameplay that's happening on screen
good. That'd
be a
that
nice
I'm
thing to
working
talk
so
about.
hard to accomplish? Yeah, and I have to hear all of you people talking in my ear as I do it? Yeah, no, I know. It's going good.
Nice, excellent.
Fun
Man.
is good.
All I'm saying is, who made the mustaches appear on this screen? Thank you, chat.
Twitch chat did. Let's go.
True.
Twitch chat is awesome as always. You know what is less awesome? Dolphin zombies, as we have been seeing throughout
Yeah,
this
that's
level.
true. They don't even have mustaches.
They are super annoying. They don't. They suck.
That's dope.
Well, it's like swimmers like have to get like shaved clean or whatever. So I get it.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
I don't
Not
like
much
how
to
Patreon
shave.
sounded. I'm cooking
is
right
all
now.
I'm saying.
Like,
So dolphin zombies jump over the first thing that they encounter. So that's why we have to have these sort of column 8 lily pads. They don't even see column 9 stuff, which can be helpful in A. But mostly we just let them go by putting stuff on the 8th column, and then they jump, and then we can shoot them or we can do other things with them. But Tangle Kelp is the way to interrupt that. If you just Tangle Kelp a dolphin, they just go down. You don't have to worry about it. Or, of course, Cherry Bomb. We used to use Torchwood here, actually. But unfortunately, it got outclassed by the regular build. We played it with the regular build enough to know that 3-9 is still faster, just with standard build. So we're doing it again. Also, there is a different way you can play 3-8 that we did not get to show off this time because I am saving up for roof cleaners. But if you do buy pool cleaners, you can play it without repeater. You can bring jalapeno instead of repeater and just instant every zombie. It is a wild
It's really
strategy.
funny.
Yeah, it is really funny. It's really wild. It's a good time. I don't remember if I showed it off on our Think Fast episode, Peter and I's Think Fast for Day Through Pool, but maybe. I don't recall. You can go watch it and confirm or deny for me.
If you didn't, I'm sure you can watch World Record and see
quick,
it.
please.
I don't think World Record has it, if I
sad.
remember correctly. I know.
Time
But
safe.
it's really fun. Instant only 3-8 is iconic. But roof cleaners are the equivalent of mowers for roof, and you just do not get them. The game does not give them to you for free. You do have to pay money for them. And now that we have 3 diamonds, we're in the range where we could possibly get them. If we get another diamond, we're guaranteed. So hopefully we get that. But either way, we're still going to try to save up for roof cleaners because they are super, super helpful. Both for safety reasons, which usually is not relevant, but sometimes can be. And also just for speed. There's lots of speed tech you can do. With them.
Can I share a headcanon I have about why we have so many lawnmowers? Is this a safe space?
Cautiously going to say yes.
Sure. Go ahead.
You know those TikToks where it's like, I mowed this guy's yard for free. I think we might be doing one of those, and that's why we have so many lawnmowers. Thoughts? Is this? I feel like the evidence is there.
Prayers, yeah.
W.
Agreed. W. So here I'm gonna place a little late mine just because that zombie is really annoying. So I don't want to deal with it. You know how it is. Paying
Yeah, not dealing with stuff is usually better than
sometimes,
dealing with stuff, believe it or not.
Ooh, but Airbud here cook. Okay.
Wait, who's Airbud?
You know, you could have just let that comment go.
I
you
could have,
decided
but
to
I
address
saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I wanted to be petty.
Yeah, and,
Well, yeah, but also Shovel could have went wah-wah.
It's true.
and I got grilled earlier by when we mentioned snorkels. Somebody in chat said, "Yeah, but you're old enough that when you grew up, the snorkel was a dance move." Like, damn, that's a pretty good one.
They cooked you, twin.
Wow.
Yeah, you got cooked, and I'm trying to figure out something for sheets. I can't get there.
Oh, man.
You got cooked and sauteed.
Okay.
True.
Well, because someone said come and go, and then I said Wawa, and I was trying to figure out sheets.
Got it. Okay.
Fabric.
It took me to the
so
third
like
one to
7-Eleven.
realize what you were getting at.
Yeah. That one.
okay.
We're not. Yeah, there's no
I get
level
it.
7-Eleven in this run, unfortunately.
There should be.
It's true. No World 7. If only there was
Something,
World 7.
PvZ Fusion, something.
If
I haven't
only.
played PvZ Fusion, so I don't know if there's a World 7. I know
It's
there's
fun.
like Odyssey, but
It's pretty fun.
I've been seeing
I like Fusion.
I've been seeing YouTube videos about PvZ Fusion, and I'm like, I fear if I play this game, my life will be ruined, and I'll play it like it's a gacha game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
maybe.
you could just play like a regular gacha game. There's like a horse one.
Oh my god.
When are we gonna get
All
a
right.
Uma Musume
That was the beginning and
showcase
end
on
of our Uma
Hotfix?
Musume discussion for the evening. Thank you.
No, we're only at we're almost done with pool. Like we can fit a little
True.
bit more time for horse derby girls.
For discussion of Plants vs. Zombies, I agree. We really can.
Okay. Good discussion.
Good talk.
Shovel, whenever you're like giggling, it like makes me giggle, which is why I've not been talking that much. Because you just been giggling. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stay muted for a little
No,
bit.
I feel that. Some people do have an infectious laugh, and Shovel Claws is absolutely one of those people.
You know
That
what?
is
Okay, let's
true.
not give it that much credit. Okay.
One thing I'll never forget is at PAX East this year, I was on couch with Jaxler for Soul Reaver, and while we were setting up, I made a joke and made my own joke made me cry laughing, and immediately after that,
Yeah, it sounds
Jaxler is like, yeah, can I get Shovel Claws turned down in my headset? I forget that it laughs loud as hell.
Sometimes the jokes are just for you, and that's okay.
I have the best stream clip from the other day of me crying laughing
my
to
God.
myself for like a minute straight
Yeah, I remember
because of a
that
joke
one.
I made. It was
Wait,
you know
was
what?
that the one where I was also crying?
Yes. Okay. That is, to my credit, I also got limey. So you know what?
It was really funny.
I did win that day.
Wow. Getting slimy
It makes me so mad to see Shovel win.
I know, me too. Shovel is winning though right now because if we didn't have the shovel, this would be so annoying. I will say that about this
Okay.
game.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's true.
Yeah.
In-game Shovel and the number of diamonds de facto generated by commentator Shovel.
Right,
So
because
really,
yeah, Shovel did actually
Yeah.
do all of that intentionally. So true.
My shrimpfluence.
I can't believe you picked this lineup of people to be on GDQ
I also
Hotfix
can't
right now
believe it.
because it's you doing the run and then you got like the two riff masters just like on mic.
Dude, call
Yeah, that's what you are.
me the necro
And
dancer. The way
if you
I'm
wanted to see
riffing.
a run with like a riff master like the guitar, you can go to youtube.com/games. Like at Juneteenth, there is someone did like a super boss in Kingdom Hearts 3 with one of those, and it was like wild. I don't understand how that happened.
yeah, alternative controller runners are built very different. I would love to see somebody figure out how to make an interesting alternate controller run for Plants vs. Zombies.
Controller.
Mouse.
No, it's solar powered. It's got to be a solar powered controller.
Oh
so they're
yeah,
growing
no,
around.
the gardening glove, and you use an NES power glove.
True.
That's actually genius.
For real.
Okay, yay. Conveyor belt.
Okay, 310. So
You made it
310
through
I have
pool.
beef.
Minimum casualties.
This level exists. Basically, it's another conveyor belt level, so that means it's pretty random, but we only have one source of damage that we've acquired throughout pool. It is the 3-peater. So that means that we're gonna have to get those. I really hope that we get them. If we do not get 3-peaters, we feel really sad. We also need all 6 torchwoods as well by the end of the level at least, to be going decently quickly.
So shout out to the chatter earlier who favors the torchwood.
Yes, this is where we see them. Torchwood increases the damage output of your P bullets that pass through them. And in addition, as an extra fun little bonus, it will do some splash damage, which actually matters quite a lot.
Yeah, this level is one of the most unique specifically in the speedrun because, pool takes a lot of skill, but it is mostly using a pretty similar strategy throughout all of the levels. Repeaters are strong. We do it, a little bit different depending on what zombies show up. But this level, layout-wise, is almost entirely determined by your conveyor RNG. And it can be pretty tough if you don't get favorable RNG to build the perfect layout. Thankfully, we have 3 flags to do it, so eventually you probably get there, but it can get pretty troublesome if you don't have a lot of damage, especially in the mid waves. I have seen runs die to this level just because
I had a run die the other day to 2 minutes of time loss on this level, none of which was my fault.
Yep.
Thank you, 310.
Yeah,
it's a scary level.
Unfortunately, common situation.
Yeah, very, very common. But
I'm like watching pool, and I remember how much I love just like watching pool and playing pool. But like I don't like going through day and night to get there. Like if there's a run that started at pool and just went to roof, I would like do it.
You can just make that happen if you want.
I mean, yeah, I
Nobody's
can just do
outlawing
that.
that for you.
Something, make your own victory. Something.
Pool, roof, CADX.
Well, it ends at the credit, so it's different.
I guess that's. We should. I'm just saying. We can't start midway through the game? Really?
I was saying, you can run whatever you want. No one can stop you.
Yeah.
But I'm running other stuff right now.
There is that. That could stop you.
That's also true.
Have you considered that angle?
There's also, as Chad is mentioning, IW runs, which stand for Individual Worlds. These are pretty popular these days. We definitely recommend trying those out if you want to do a shorter run of this game, either day through night or just playing one of the worlds individually. Roof is probably my favorite one of those right now. Loads of fun, but all of them are
Roof
good.
is very cool.
Roof is a really good IW.
Here we're gonna sometimes use instas on occasion on bucketheads or on these little friends, the zombonis, to make the waves go faster. But we're a little bit more focused on trying to get those torchwoods and 3-peaters down. Of course, they're not always going to be possible because sometimes the game just doesn't give them to you. Especially torchwoods are rare spawns. So hopefully we get them. Hopefully. Need 2 more. Also, yes, we get to show off how the spike weed instantly kills zombonis, which is loads of fun. Thank you, spike weed. Also, thank you for turning on the mustaches. I am having more fun watching this game.
Oh my god! How many are those?
GDQ, any percent?
I cannot believe it.
4 diamonds before the end of World 3.
Yeah.
That's so much. That's actually so much.
Okay,
we get
so-
guaranteed roof cleaners. We get to show off roof cleaners on this run. That's unbelievable.
Judging by my chart, we'll get 3 more
cleaners.
by the end of this run.
Right. No, but actually, unironically, roof cleaner runs happen maybe about 20% of the time. So this is a very lucky instance. Yeah. This is very lucky. Very, very lucky.
Oh.
Very excited to see that and to be able to show this off for y'all. Yeah, this is going to be a special one for sure. For sure. All right.
And we just had to have the internet go out for a second.
I know, for literally a second. Not even more than that.
I almost said me,
that just
Capcom
means
or
we get the
anything, as
show.
if that means anything. Yeah, I was thinking of an internet service provider.
Yes.
Said Capcom
No, it just
by
means-
accident.
Capcom.
I mean, maybe in
Yes.
Japan. I don't.
It's Capcom's fault.
There's lots of. But yeah, no, it just means we get to show off so much of what the game has to offer here. And if people are interested, then they can go watch Satan stream. They can watch Fatales. Just stay tuned for all of the upcoming Plants vs. Zombies showcases to see the PBs that'll happen then.
Yeah, the Fatales, by the way, that you're mentioning are going to be the ambassador streams. They're not going to be
True.
specifically the Fatales streams, but they are still going to be awesome, though.
What's happening on that like row 4? That was like
Yeah, that was weird.
strange.
The game just didn't give all the torch woods, unfortunately, up until the very end. But it's what it is. Okay, we have a couple of things here we can use. Let's see where we'll need them. There we go. Yeah, not the best 310 of all time. Oh well, is what it is. It's a very random level. It's one of the most random levels in the game. And then we're going to take our second break here. So go ahead and pause that timer.
Yep, very good. Was just about to ask as we entered.
Yep, just wanted to make sure to give y'all a taste of the funny fog. I'll explain
Very
why
good.
that's the case later.
So that's something to look forward to as we come back from more Plants vs. Zombies on Out of the Box with the Games Done Quick Hotfix. Don't go anywhere, but take the next couple of minutes to take care of yourself and make sure you don't turn into a zombie, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix, and welcome back to Out of the Box. The fog is rolling in, but there is still plenty of Plants vs. Zombies left to play. Satan, take it away.
All right, we're going to count us down back into this in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so fog. This is a very different world than we've seen already, and actually this is the first ever time it's being shown off on the GDQ channel, so and we're doing the funny fog with it. So why does the fog look like this? If you've played this game, you probably know that this is not what the fog is supposed to look like. Well, there's a setting called 3D acceleration that the game turns on for you automatically. That will make it so that the fog actually kind of looks realistic and you can see through it, and it's nice. It's actually genuinely good for gameplay. I am using a monitor that is so old that graphics setting does not work.
What?
And I like this monitor. It's fun to play on. It's big. I can see things and click things easier. So overall, it is a benefit to me to be playing on this monitor. But yep. So that's why you're seeing the funny fog right now. You're never going to see this with any other PvZ runner. So enjoy it.
What?
It's hilarious.
I want you to know I'm not enjoying this.
Stunlocked. I didn't. What?
The other reason I play on this monitor is because it shows pixels really well individually. This is useful for Peggle, where you do pixel perfect shots.
That makes
game that I run.
sense.
So you hear people talking about like DPI on monitors and screens and how good it is to have your iPhone has 250 DPI, and that's great because you can watch videos. And no, we're actually running on like an 8 DPI monitor, so we can count the pixels.
No, it's actually genuinely better. It's not even a
does
joke.
it not have 3D acceleration, man?
Yeah.
What?
It's so old.
It's really old.
Bro, dinosaurs played on this monitor. You bought it from a fossil.
I got it for free. It said free on it.
You stole it from a fossil. What the hell?
We don't have to get into this.
Twitch chat, can we help repay Satan's debt back to like the dinosaurs? I'm sure Coop like misses their monitor.
Help Satan upgrade to a monitor from this millennium.
There's velocity and faith in this in there. Like, where's our monitor? Why is it gone?
Can we get LLK to draw a sad face with her monitor stolen and Satan running off with it?
That'd be funny.
I think Faith
also, what else is funny is
getting ready for Survivor.
It was
Richard,
just out of the range of the squash. This Conehead. Very cool wave 9 Conehead. Thank you.
Yay!
Just outside of the range of the squash. Yay!
That dude from looking at me like the Green Goblin mask.
I want to place it. I can't yet.
Who said you can't?
That was
like you shouldn't, but you can. Like, who's stopping you?
So yeah, as you can see, fog is fog. There's fog. You can't see through it. Oops. That's basically the way that this speedrun works, or this part of the speedrun works. Very cool. Thank you, Straight Gunhead. And now we can use this wash. That'll work. You can use Doom Shroom to clear up the final waves, and that's what we will be doing every time. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to clear up the fog in 5-1 at all, so you just have to use your memory and imagination to basically know where everything is. There's sound cues all the time, so you can always use those to kind of half determine where everything is. But luckily in this level, we get that rectified because we got the Plantern. The Plantern is going to give us some vision. Yay! Planting 2 of them in the correct spots will give us vision throughout the entire board, the entire level. So that's what we're going to be trying to do pretty early on in this level here, because otherwise it's really annoying. So hopefully we can do that. I actually should have bought Rake here because I'm very much guaranteed replaners. So I should have bought that Rake. We'll buy it later. It's all right. Usually you skip this Rake, 4-2 Rake, because it's not nearly as necessary as any of the other Rakes, because you just put puff shrooms down and usually get the first zombie dead from that. But because we have so much money, we are able to buy excess Rakes as well. So much money. We've gotten 4 diamonds throughout the course of this game already, and those are 1,000 money each, which is quite a lot. So,
Shovel, you know what to do.
What are you going to explain now?
I did have something, but you put me on the spot and I've gotten nervous and I've forgotten about it.
Oh, no.
I feel like fog is such a different skill check because it's it's basically a prediction level, but like the whole level where you're trying to use context clues on how waves spawn to somewhat influence how you're going to play the rest of the level. Thankfully, fog is kind of nice in the fact that eventually you'll be able to see, and also sometimes you just can see without funny fog. Apparently, you can see you can somewhat
but also
see.
You can still see the top of the heads on the top row, which is why I placed this bottom Plantern first, is because you already have a little bit of information about the top row without even needing to worry about it. So that's kind of optimal.
Yeah, with like regular fog, you can like see like little pockets into it and see like what zombies are where, but like other than that, you don't have like pretty much any information. With the funny fog, you have nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Except for the top.
As we said. Funny fog. But yeah, luckily it's gone now. Except for there's still a little bit in the bottom right corner. I don't know why it's like that, but
I need it all off my screen. Can you place another Plantern?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm trying to speedrun here.
And?
Oz is trying to sabotage me. We can do that formally, and we will, on the 24th.
Yeah, I'm going to make you place another Plantern in the bottom right corner, by the way.
Oh my god.
I'm going to make you.
Every level?
Yes, 100%.
No.
Until the fog is gone all the way. I don't care.
Oh no.
Well, I guess I'll care on
chat.
if someone donates to make me stop doing it. But like, you know.
Chat, I'm cooked.
Oh hell no!
Thankfully not during this run. This run has gone quite well. But yes, during your Flame Fatale's ambassador streams, things might go extremely far off the rails. So if people want to see that, they should definitely follow you on Twitch. Satan isn't herself.
That's right. Sorry, I'm not partner yet, so I have not been able to request the real name that I have.
Can you?
And I think that's enough of a reason for a partner push.
I feel like you should do twitch.tv/Satan instead of Satan herself. I feel like that can go hard. Not to erase
I
your
love that you're giving input about this right now.
Look, I'm a communications major. This is kind of my thing. It's my specialty. And also, we should have the Rizzler in this game.
What do we think about that, chat? What do we think about Claus's
Whoa. Let's not go criticizing people's life choices. That is very much outside the scope of this stream.
No, it's not the life choice. It's the
Oh, you mean the stream? The name choice? Got
Look,
it.
if you think my major is fake, that's cool. That's interesting. I'll make more money than you ever will.
Wow.
We've had this conversation before. To be clear to all of chat, we are very good friends.
I think I am catching a stray here somehow. I went to music school. What the hell?
Yeah, your major is actually fake. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Also, I did go to school for neuroscience. I will.
That's a real major.
Anyway, what else is real is that we're gonna not bring the cactus in this level. We don't like it. There's balloon zombies that appear, and you're supposed to defeat it with the cactus because the game just gives it to you right before this. But you say no thank you, because the cactus is very expensive, and its only jobs are to destroy balloon zombies and do the same amount of damage as a scary shroom. No, thank you. So yeah, what we do instead is we just let the forced balloon zombie in wave 7 go to the mower, and we defeat the normal zombie that it shows up with to try to get that 50% roll. It is very unlikely that 50% roll would not happen. What am I saying? That it's unlikely that the 50% roll will happen or not happen? Actually, we've been lying to you this whole time. I'm sorry. The 50% rule isn't really the 50% rule at all. It actually is a 35 to 50% rule. So sometimes rules will be quote unquote stingy, which means that they'll be closer to 50%, or they will be like good or generous, which means that they're closer to that 35. It's just randomly determined every time a wave happens. There's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, that's how we can possibly lose that 50% rule from the single zombie and balloon combo, because that balloon is a tiny amount of the rule. The balloon itself, physically, the balloon. So sometimes you take it out, but hopefully we won't this time. We'll be seeing that wave here, so let's try to kill that normal that comes along with it, nice and quick.
Kat, I just want you to know that I was not in on this bit. I'm exactly as betrayed as you are. Knowing that 50% rule is fake.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, good.
Not bad.
We got it. It's fine. We got it.
I can't stop thinking about a wave 7 cactus prediction. You know what I'm doing on that Ambassador stream, right?
No, you're making me bring cactus. You're making me bring cactus.
Hold on, wave 7 cactus
That's the worst thing I could have imagined, actually.
Dude,
might be like the most cool thing ever.
Right?
No, it's
I don't know, I feel like it's kind of awesome.
I think we should be getting top runners on this.
Dude, the day we bring cactus into 4-3 is the day PvZ speedrunning is doomed.
Well, there's already room for that, so.
Yeah. I like how Satan's still trying to deal with this fact.
and play the game. Have to process so much.
I would say the second one of those things is going better. Game is going great.
Yeah,
the
dawning recognition of what might happen later this month is not so great.
You really shouldn't have brought me here because I'm just getting a lot of bad ideas, it seems.
You are. Okay, Tangle Kelp. I always forget about the Tangle Kelp on this level. I really shouldn't, because they bring back the dolphin zombies, and as we were talking about before, dolphin zombies do die instantly to Tangle Kelp, so it is genuinely a very helpful plan. Yeah.
Someone in chat said Wave 7 Cactus Prediction is a good band name.
It is?
I feel like it's kind of awesome.
That's like a Midwest emo band. I think that's like a Midwest emo band for sure.
On t-shirts very well.
Like math rock.
I was also thinking math rock. I was going somewhere in the neighborhood of like the string cheese incident.
Right.
I mean, that's jam
all I'm
band,
saying is
but still.
I think the music, like the whole industry would be completely different if modern baseball's name was Wave 7 Cactus Prediction.
True. Speaking of music, this game has great music.
It does.
That is true. I like the fog theme. It's chill. Although fog is probably the world I am the least good at, so it kind of stresses me out. But that's just a me problem. It's not an anyone else problem. But I do like this game's music a lot. Laura Shigahara is an absolute genius. Super Shiggy on Twitch, by the way. You can follow her. She does sometimes stream music and stuff. It's awesome. She just cooked with this game. It's really one of the best musical experiences for sure out of video games I think I've had. And music is really important, by the way. My personal barometer for how much I think people have cared about an artistic project that contains music and isn't just music is the music. I think that you can skimp out on music and it will show. It will, you know, people can tell that
Can I ask a question? Is like, that's probably dumb.
What's up?
Yeah, go for it.
What is a barometer?
You're a music nature.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a metronome, but you know.
No, a barometer.
really
A
just kind of
barometer,
like-
like in the classical
ahead,
sense, a
TJ.
barometer is for atmospheric pressure, but just generally speaking, it means like taking an overall measurement of something.
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking, I knew that it was pressure, but I didn't know like what specifically, so I was like confused. I was
Yeah,
like, is there something like I'm missing, or is this just like slang barometer?
Yeah, I mean, like since a pressure barometer is meant to like help you forecast changes in the weather, taking something as a barometer means like, hey, this is how people interpret this. That's what it effectively means.
Yeah. So it's kind of a measure, just a measure of it.
Yep.
As
Yeah,
it
like,
stands.
Fog's all
it's-
gone, thank God.
It's genuinely wild that
Game
this game
over.
came out as like well-rounded and with as clear a vision as it did, considering it was made by like, you know, like if you watch the SGDQ run, you know all the art assets came from one person.
One dude.
And we had him on that stream. So if you'd
And
like to
then-
watch that run, please do so after all this.
And then all the music,
this
one
Hotfix
person.
tonight. Yep.
We
music,
promise
one
it's
person.
just as chaotic as this has been.
Yep, it was amazing. But we also had the artist for the game on, and he was live reacting to everything. Please go watch. It was so much
Yeah,
fun.
he was like, why isn't it symmetrical? And it's like, okay, like you're not gonna believe this. There's this thing called the 50% rule, and his mind was blown.
It was awesome. It was so cool.
And he was like, oh no, there's an actual reason. Now I can't just make fun of it.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
so real.
Well, I mean, I still do. So
Granted. I assumed people were going to be far more offended. I didn't see much of that in chat. People were really just too busy shouting the lyrics to "There's a Zombie on Your Lawn" at each other, which, you know, I respect it.
Very fair.
Chat, type 1 right now if you don't like how the build right now isn't symmetrical. Type 2 if you want the group who's typing 1 to shut up.
Okay, well that feels mean. I'm gonna type 1, even if I'm not that mad.
So there.
Yeah, I've just made my peace with it.
Right. Made your peas with it? Haha, get it? It's like peas. Wait, we're in a nighttime stage. This joke doesn't work.
Also, shoutouts to Peace. Peace doesn't run Plants vs. Zombies, but I just wanted to
But
say
we just
shout
shout him
should.
out anyway. Yep. He should. I don't know why Peace doesn't do that.
2, but for specifically
Oh my
Shovel.
God,
What the
8,000
hell?
money.
I'm on commentary with you.
Are you?
That's so much money.
Oh, you can't do this to me, Ian.
Okay, Base Breaker. So this is a little preview of a puzzle, actually, which, hey, we might be doing puzzles where Claus tells me what to do, and it's a disaster if we
This'll
if we hit
be
that milestone on our
good practice.
fundraising stream. But yeah, so this is how this works. You just kind of open all the bases. You find zombies to squash. You squash them. They die. The third phase is the most complicated. We also buy Rake for this because it can, help speed up things a little bit. Because we're going to, at some point here, see a Michael Jackson zombie, which...
There he is.
Yep, here he is. He's walked very far forward, so I'm actually not going to do anything to him.
Get on.
Normally I would, but he has walked plenty far forward.
Dude, that Jack
that was such an awesome
sniped. Oh my god.
That was so good.
I didn't even know what happened. I was
Dude,
playing the game.
yeah, watch the stream. Watch the stream
broke
right
the vase,
now.
right? It's like
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
I'll watch it later. I'll watch it back. I'll watch it back. I promise.
you broke the vase, and then a zombie popped out. That would have been not even like annoying.
Yeah, Jack in the box spawned and
Yeah,
you killed
Jack in the
him
box. I could not
instantly.
remember what that's called. Yeah.
Awesome.
Which isn't a
I'll
big
take
deal
that.
on Vase Breaker because he instantly explodes anyways, but like it was a little bit faster.
Yeah, it was
Actually-
faster if that was the last one.
Thinking about it, it might have been slower because it doesn't explode the top vases.
Oh yeah, it was slower for sure.
Huh.
In that instance.
Well, I guess should have
No,
outplayed.
yeah, I did have time. I did have to take time to break those. That's true. I remember that. I remember that.
Actually,
I'm seeing a chat question, and I mean, it's been a while since we last talked about it. Like, we're 2.5 hours into this run, so like, might as well bring it up again. Yes, you can speedrun this game. There's a lot that goes into it. Like the 50%
by the way,
run,
that
all
person's a runner. Just
Yeah.
FYI.
I know.
That comment,
I'm aware. I,
I know you know.
recognize this
I know
person's
you know.
name, but I wanted to just bring it up because I'm like, we haven't talked about this in a while, and I wanted to bring it up for the last one. And I'm like, it's Facebook. I can't do that right now.
True. Vasebreaker is another one that
I've been
does
thinking
not depend on the 50% roll. You just have to kill all the zombies in the wave to be able to win.
It's like a 50% roll times 2.
Yeah, I've literally been thinking about this for like the last like 3 levels. So it was just like an excuse. I could be like, aha, thank you, runner. I'll like wink to you in chat later after we do this, and then immediately called out by the runner. My bad.
Now you're good.
No more movie magic.
You didn't finish your
And they give you
explanation.
puzzles afterward. Yay, puzzles. Oh, we might get the prediction here. So there's actually a prediction I'm doing here for the miner zombie with the potato mine. Do we get it? Do we get it? Do we get it? Do we get it? Yeah, we got it.
Nice.
Oh, I almost
so
never
cool.
get that. That's really cool. It's quite
You'd
hard to
think
get
the
that
miner
prediction.
zombie would know how to deal with the mine, but
Yeah.
You'd think, but no, it actually extends underground. So the potato mine is one of the few ways you can kill miner zombies very, very quickly. And in this level 4-6, that's really, really important because if you let a miner zombie go all the way to the back of the level and then come up, it's just going to take forever to die. You do not want this. So yeah, that's the idea. All right, here wave 9. The mine also has a secondary useful function in the final wave here, where because the miner has to bite the potato mine when it goes into it, you can use it to stall the miner, and so it doesn't get away from you during the final so easily. Cool, normal. Thanks for that. You still do have to do the doom pretty quickly though, but it is so much better to have a normal left than a miner zombie.
I was literally thinking, like, oh yeah, my favorite expression on a plant in the entire game.
He's the best. I love you, Starfruit. We'll see you soon.
My love. We'll meet again.
I'm never gonna let go, Starfruit.
Another world.
It's not goodbye. It's
Literally
just
another
goodbye
world.
for now.
Yep.
I'm like falling into the water, like the Titanic's like sinking. I'm like falling in the water. My love.
Take my hand.
Hey, careful.
Starfruit.
Careful with the Titanic references. You're gonna make Tea Tree cry. He remembers watching that in college.
Yes, something. It's been 84 years.
Poor T-Tree. Sorry we're bullying you. We're not really
Hey, it's
bullying
fine. Somebody had to be the oldest person on this call.
You said that like you were about to cry. It's fine.
you. It's fine.
Do you need to talk to Tree?
Nah, it's cool. I have a therapist.
Okay, cool. Phew, less work for me. My bad.
Oh my god. I actually don't know how to handle this, and I'm a showrunner. I actually
laugh
do not know how
alongside
to
me,
handle
that's
this
the answer.
conversation.
All right. The way we handle this is by telling chat about the one event we actually haven't mentioned so far this evening or during
yes,
this run,
do it.
which is
Go.
Games Done Quick Express. That's a little bit
Rude.
later on in the year, but we will be at TwitchCon San Diego from October 17th to 19th. So if that
I
is
thought we did
something you're
mention
interested in, you can go to gdq.gg/submit to submit your runs for that event, or go to twitchcon.com to learn more about the event itself.
Agreed.
If
That's gonna be lots of fun.
GDQ.gg/submit is too long, too short, you can do submissions at gamesonweb.com.
Also valid.
long.
Yes.
True. Definitely submit to that. It is a very cool event. Yeah, 100%. Taking submissions
Also, it's
right
not
now.
in the announcement sheet, but if you are of Hispanic heritage, maybe you can submit to the Latin American Heritage Month event. That's
God,
really cool. And there's a lot of
yes.
submissions. It'd be really cool.
Maybe you can and should.
In the first weekend of October, I think. Let me look.
You're running this event.
The last
right?
weekend of September.
You definitely should. It's gonna be a banger. Please submit.
Yeah, and if you missed any of these events we're talking about, because they've happened in the past already, you can go to youtube.com/gamesdone.quick. You can check out the VODs for those.
True. You can watch previous years while you wait for this year's. Pretty cool.
Yep.
And if you're
maybe
watching
it'll
this on
inspire
YouTube
you
right now,
what to submit.
shoutouts.
True.
Thank you for watching.
Don't forget to like the video, smash that subscribe bell, notifications.
Can you do a better YouTube voice?
What does that mean?
Make sure to smash that notification
That's what
bell,
that
chat.
Oh, dear.
All right, I'm not doing that again, but that's the one.
I agree.
I'm proud.
I agree with
Only
you.
0.2% of our viewers are subscribed. So if you're loving this content, you gotta subscribe and ring that
That's
bell.
Look at the graph in the video right now, chat. You know what it means.
Oh, nice 50% roll. Sometimes the minor zombie and the normal zombie is the 50% roll, and it was there. That was awesome. The game was
Nice.
generous. Thank you, game. Minor zombies are by far their biggest time loss in this level. Also, epic chopper. Thank you. Actually, genuinely, really good chopper. Saves me money. I can use chopper again. I love chopper. Okay. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to double chopper this. That's okay. Such is life. Oh wait. Yeah, luckily we don't have to prepare for the final wave like you do in One Flag Night levels, because we just have Doom Shroom to make up for that. So you don't have to worry about, say, digging up pop shrooms to be able to put down, other things. It just works. Whew, that miner almost got away. So that was really well timed. That was a solid level, by the way. Gold. Yeah. Very nice. Gold 4-7. Happy with that. Okay. Let's go buy that rake. It's rake time. Actually, next level would have been a little better, but it doesn't matter that much. They're both okay. Here, when you buy rake during fog, you do have to kind of remember where it is. So now I know that it's on the bottom, but sometimes I don't look in time, and that's a silly funny time. You can, if you want to, put 2 puff shrooms on top of that rake, and make it so that rake survives for later. But it's on the bottom row, and honestly, moving all the way to the bottom row with the cursor takes a long enough time that it means we're going to get less puff shrooms down. So I decided to just prioritize top. Although, actually, I hear a puff shroom going, so I think I misinterpreted where the rake was anyway. Oh well.
Yeah, rake is in second from bottom row.
Yeah. Good call. Shows what I know.
Can I be vulnerable for a second? My biggest fear with our ambassador stream is that I don't know. I'm really bad at telling our coordinates on a plane, and so I'm gonna be like,
I feel that.
column 2,
It's in
row 5.
6-7.
I mean the
No, wait, I
inverse.
mean 7-6. Oh no.
That's not a level.
No, I meant like 7 rows, 6
I know.
columns. That's
This is a
very good.
callback.
That's not a level.
You got me.
Get on.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's all content at the end of the day. The more unhinged the run gets, the funnier, right?
I guess. This is true. Can't even disagree. Okay.
This run is so
we got,
hinged, dude.
Our
Never mind.
New
There's got a
pogo
guy on a
zombie.
pogo stick.
down on the bottom row here. We're gonna place a Scaredy, and hopefully that'll be able to defeat it. Nice.
The
Get our
evil's
50%
defeated.
roll. So true.
The evil is
Pogo
defeated.
zombies
in
are one of the
parentheses,
very
pogo
few
zombies.
zombies in this game that actually can kill you in the 80% run.
Tell
You
me
don't
about it.
Want that? It's possible.
Why did I think you were just gonna stop the sentence at one of the few zombies in this game and just like end it?
They're one of the few zombies in this game.
Yeah, so fun
There's an entire
fact.
almanac of zombies. Is there not a few zombies? I have something to search on Google. I'll be right back.
The interview.
The real
Have
question
fun.
is how many of those zombies are usable in the PvP mode? And where did they go on the tier list? Surely that
Well,
exists.
26 is not a few.
26.
That's actually fewer zombies than I
Whoa,
thought.
look at that visual glitch. I've never seen that. The Pogo, when it died from the Doom, was levitating up there. I have never seen that. Add to the counter.
So you'd say that's never happened.
Oh.
Isn't there a button?
Yeah,
Isn't there a
exactly.
button for that?
There is a
That's never
button for
happened
that.
before.
Yep. I have never
I love
seen
how
that.
Richard gets to be a part of the run.
He's doing the replay. That's awesome.
Thank
Oh,
you.
That's my goat.
and the replay?
Richard is always part of the run. It's just usually getting people like us to behave.
I'll have
I
you know,
don't
we
think
haven't
we've
been
done a
God
very
mic'd
good job of
once.
that this run.
Does that happen to you often?
Does that surprise anyone in chat?
The double replay was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
I love when something like really just like like wild happens and Richard like hits the replay button like twice, 3 times. Like,
that normal zombie was really fast. He was
like,
no,
American
seriously,
Truck
did you see
Simulator.
this?
It was awesome.
no,
Also, chat,
genuinely,
we'll have
I've
to
never
watch
seen
this.
that. That's an awesome visual glitch.
Chat wants you to know that
thing.
Rake is in the top row.
Yes, I knew that, and I tried to cover it with 2 puff shrooms, but that zombie was really fast anyway, and it used the rig, so I was sad.
Sad face.
Oh well. Is what it is.
Yeah, I think I'm at an inherent disadvantage in this game because I like use my mouse at like such a low sense.
True.
It's
I have
hard for me
seen
to
this
like.
before. It's genuinely kind of unbelievable.
I changed mine between Peggle and
It's
PvZ.
that bad.
I have a nice.
It's not that bad.
It really is. I don't know.
Wait, how did you even see? How do you know?
We've been in places in person together before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really? Wow.
But yeah, no, for comparison, I use my mouse at, I think, 2400 DPI because I have 2 4K monitors. So, like, getting from one...
yeah, I use mine at
I set
like,
mine really low for Peggle because of pixel perfect adjustments.
That makes
And
sense.
then normal for this.
I have my Windows mouse cursor speed at 4, and I have DPI at 1100 or 1200.
This is such a good conversation to be having right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we were
What?
talking about the value of mouse movement in changing your strategy, which is honestly like something I had not considered. The time,
yeah.
the fractions of a second that it takes to get the mouse the rest of the way across the screen. And,
It matters.
I imagine
Yes,
that would be
it
at
does
least
matter.
partially dependent on the game's. Is the game's resolution, does it change to the resolution of your monitor if you full screen, or is
We
it
don't play
like,
full screen.
Are you playing in?
We
you're
do
playing
not
in
play full
Windows where
screen,
it's a very
actually,
specific.
in PvZ.
It's like 480p.
Yeah,
It's minuscule.
that's about
Yeah.
what
The
I
reason
would
we
have
don't
figured.
do that is because this is down here. We get the magnet room, by the way, this level. Magnets, stuff, metal things. Very important and useful.
Yeah, especially because this level has a lot of pogos and they're scary. How is this guy getting away with it?
Pogos
Oh,
are getting away
magnet-
with it this level.
The magnet
Yeah,
at the
Pogos
bottom
get away
has
with it
something.
frequently.
Okay, I understand.
I also wanted to mention, yeah, this is a 2 flag level. We're at 4-9, and the next level is,
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's one of those.
I'll say,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, I have a question for me.
This next level is where, in my opinion, it's where my dreams went to die.
That's true. That's true.
Like
We're tense,
I
right?
lost a run here, and my parents like went into my room and laughed at me.
Right. That's awesome.
Seems normal.
I'm happy for you, man.
Or sorry that happened.
I didn't read the rest. Anyways, I have a question from me because you didn't finish your thought. Why do we not play in full screen?
The reason we do not play in full screen is because the game cannot be captured in full screen.
Right. Yeah. That's yep.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
2009
that's
gaming
it.
for you. They did
Sure
not
is.
know about OBS.
Nope. What is OBS? It doesn't exist.
Surely.
Back in my day, we had like OBS Classic and like OBS Studio. It was like separate.
True.
Like
Also, this level was super weird, but not slow. It was just strange. Although I
actually, back
used
in my day,
Doom way
we
too
had
much.
Justin TV as well. But
I was
that's
going to say,
different.
anyone else feeding into OBS Classic on their Sparkle capture card to Justin.tv?
Okay, you're talking a lot
called a
for a
dazzle.
dude who grew up with like Dateline.
Is that not still on the air?
Wait, is it
I
not?
actually don't know. That's a good question. That's a good
Hold
follow
on,
up.
I'm gonna Google something. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Yep.
This is the first time I thought about cable TV in a long time. There's just too much content.
I mean,
on
honestly, same.
twitch.tv/games don't quit.
That's why you
Right?
do not use Dooms late into the level. That is why you don't do that because they have a long cooldown.
Right.
Okay, 4-10. This is weird. Why is it doing this? The game's just they figured that a cool way to increase difficulty for this level would be to make it stormy.
You
so
remember
sometimes
where you
can't
put
see.
everything, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Same things on conveyors apply from other levels. You get less of the plants that you use and get more of the plants. Or no, you get less of the plants that you don't use and more of the plants that you use. So you want to be putting down starfruit as it is a very powerful DPS plant, as well as magnets if we ever get them. Please give me magnets, because there will be bucket heads and other metal zombies throughout this level that we really, really need to kill. So hopefully the game will be nice and give us some of those. We will be manipping pumpkins and blowers mostly. so that we can get more of other stuff that is better.
I'll be honest, this fog
For
felt really
curious
fast.
gamers.
It was not.
It felt fast, but
Unfortunately.
I feel like I feel like that was just from Good Company.
That's fair.
It would have been okay fun. It was all right. It was all right. It was fun though.
For curious gamers, Dateline looks like it's still on the air.
Okay,
they had a segment on the 9th,
Good for them.
so still going.
Well, there you go.
Check that out somewhere that isn't youtube.com/gamesdonequick, because if you're going to youtube.com/gamesdonequick, you're probably looking for previous events and hotfix shows, which is what you'll find there.
I don't.
And when we
know
say
if you
events,
have
we
to
mean
check it
literally
out.
everything. There's like Flame and Frost Fatales and Fright Fatales and Juneteenth and Back to Black, as well as AGQ and SGDQ, which is probably how you found us anyways. Everything is there. So, hang around.
What are you
feel like-
doing?
Subscribe if you're there.
Dude, we just shot the Google Trends for Dateline up like 2 times. Like,
Sorry,
had
you might
2
have just seen
Googles.
me freaking out on stream. Unfortunately, my partner was trying to get something out of the room and disconnected my monitor. It's back.
Oh, dear. Okay, so
I just
you
thought that
basically
was the
just
level
took-
gimmick.
You took the conceit of this level into real life with you. That's
awesome.
dedication right there.
Sorry. We're back. It's fine. Everything's
Imagine
fine.
you lose the run like that, though.
Oh no,
Dude.
No, luckily the game is still running.
it was. You were paused very, very briefly, but
Yep. It's not long. Oh, thanks.
hey, look,
That's
a
really
magnet.
cool. That's really good timing. Thank you, game.
Actually,
That's-
kind of
that's awesome.
unrelated question, but I'm kind of just curious.
Yes.
Have you ever had a game crash in this game? Because I feel like I don't see that very often.
No. The only time I've had game crashes in this game was for randomizer, and those glitches have been patched out.
Yay, yippee, woohoo!
It is a very robust game.
Surprising for a 2009 release that can't be captured in full screen.
I know, but nope.
It sounds like you're
it's
being
nice.
judgmental right now, and you should not be being judgmental.
I'm a little bit judgmental.
This game's awesome.
Yeah,
Claus,
luckily we have one
I need to
magnet.
tell you.
Magnets are so important. So hopefully we will get another sometime.
Yeah, I do need to tell you this is agreeable August. Oh,
Amicable
Hey,
August.
magnet. The
indeed.
game is being agreeable. I'll
Be
take it.
backhanded to your friends, August.
No,
No, not
it's
that
not
one.
that. Do
We
not
can't-
take
we can't
advice
mention
from
that
people
one on
on the
here.
Games Done Quick channel.
All right, Richard, it's time to God mic us.
It's
You can't
time.
do it by asking. Maybe you can. Hadn't thought about it.
Yeah, hey, have you ever succeeded in getting someone God mic'd? I have.
Richard, just like click a button if you're here with us tonight.
Dude,
Click a button twice if you're
we're playing
listening.
Phasmophobia.
All right, button was clicked. Welcome back.
Good bit, good bit.
No one got to
And
hear
that
my.
was for us,
Only
so-
stream got to hear my Phasmophobia bit. That's fine.
Now the game's giving me too many magnets and I'm having trouble defending them. This is the dichotomy of 4-Dead.
Feast and famine.
Exactly. Exactly. You're so true.
I
We've
feel
been
like
in war
this-
the whole time.
What
What's
we're
the-
seeing here is a lot closer to the casual PvZ experience, where like based on what you build and the relative density of zombie spawns, you may be in a position where like several waves are on top of each other, especially if you're building more towards the back. But that just seems to naturally happen in at least a few levels, especially at the end of each world.
I remember in my casual
gonna
playthrough
say,
not
like-
using any of these plants in the conveyor.
I think. Hold on. There's so much that was happening between when I was
a
going to
little
talk and when I.
Don't look.
We're gardening right now. How can we be like famished? Like there's no famine going on. Like this guy has like infinite cabbage.
I mean, how do you feel
Right.
about eating
That's
zombies?
like a dozen
I guess?
starfruits.
Well, I mean, just
How do you
figured
feel
out
about
gardening.
taking another break? We got
I
one
think
more to
that's a
do.
terrific idea as we get close to the 4th hour of the run. We got just about an hour left, so that's going to be a perfect time to take one more wellness break. Everyone make sure to take care of yourselves. Do a posture check right now for me because I need to do one also. And take the next couple of
De-shrimpify.
minutes to de-shrimpify, to get something to drink, take your meds if you need them, and come on back for more Games Done Quick Hotfix in just a few minutes. Just a few minutes. Welcome back to Out of the Box on the Games Done Quick Hotfix. My name is T-Tree, and it's been a long climb to this point, but we are up on the roof and ready to finish out our Plants vs. Zombies 80% run. Aiden, let's make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Roof is one of my favorite parts of the run. You're gonna be really surprised about how we play this. It's very different from standard casual play. So look forward to probably the best part of this run still yet to come. We're gonna start that timer again in 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm so excited. This is like you said, this is like my favorite part of the run. It is so cool. Basically, the gimmick with Roof is you can see we're on, the roof.
The roof.
Well, we don't have any lawnmowers though, because that's like how that works. You can't bring up lawnmowers. That wouldn't make sense.
Luckily.
Yeah.
But they're not available for 5-1, so we just don't buy them yet.
Yeah, and like the plant gimmick here is we're going to be getting a bunch of like catapult plants, and catapult plants aren't affected by like the slant of the roof. So we can put them anywhere and it doesn't matter. But like if we have pea shooters, we can only put those in the first row because they won't work or anything lower than that because it's further down the roof.
Also,
but we have ways to get around that.
We also have lily pads, which are lily pads, garden pots, which effectively just makes every plant cost 25 more sun because you need to place I almost said it again, a garden pot under each plant, and they cost 25 sun. It's basically lily pads, but for every column and row.
Right, but we actually do not get them as our first plant. We get cabbage poles instead, which is why the game gives us a 5x5 grid of flower pots here. Cabbage poles actually
and then as we go on, we get less
than pea shooters. They do shoot slightly slower, so we would like to not place cabbage poles when we have the opportunity. So right now we're going to be sticking to pea shooters until I need to support with cabbage poles. This plant selection is the most diverse in the entire game. You will find different people who will take entirely different plants here. There's just so many different options.
That was absolutely going to be my question. You mentioned, hey, we're at the most diverse the plant selection gets. And I was going to say, and how many of those do we actually use? Good to hear that that allows for a lot of freestyling and deciding how to play things.
Roof is one of the most flashy parts of the run, by far.
Yeah, which is like a little weird because, like, you know, how is Plants vs. Zombies like that flashy? But it makes sense as you like see it. There's a lot of interesting builds that happens in this segment.
It is true.
Bye, Sunflower.
Hi.
Yep. That is the Bungee Zombie introduced during this level, Wave 6. It basically triggers its own 50% rule when it's just a single bungee on a wave like that, so you don't really have to worry about it there. But in combination with other zombies, sometimes you'll have to do damage to other zombies to make the wave go away. But bungees are generally considered one of the better things to see during a wave, unless they're taking something really important from you, and we will have some really important stuff we do not want them to take later. But right now, not so much an issue.
Oh no, my lily, dude, I gotta stop.
You keep saying it.
Lily pad on the brain right now. I don't know.
You do not need to plant a lily pad.
They should have water garden pots that let you plant a lily pad on them before you plant anything on it.
Those kind of exist in the Zen garden. Ish.
I was gonna say, yeah,
that's a PVZ
water
plant.
Flower pots would be really funny because like it would like let you plant like the worst version of like the puff shroom, where you need to put down the pot, put down the sea shroom, and then give it the like coffee bean for 75 sun, and then it just has a slower recharge as well.
And also it costs 25 sun instead of the 0 sun.
Yeah.
It's dude, inflation getting out of control, I can't lie.
And also it should be free to play and you should be able to win things by playing.
Okay.
I mean, we're all just throwing out ideas, I figured.
Rizzler and PVZ.
And we're going to talk about star fruits because we're doing that now.
I want to talk about star fruit.
Then let me go.
So remember how I said we'd be seeing my love one more time? Actually, more than one more time, but still. I said earlier that we'd be seeing my love again, and this is the time. So you can kind of see, like I mentioned at the last level, the like flower pots start to like recede until we have 3 rows, and then that's all it starts us with, because we can't plant plants directly onto the roof because that's not how it works. Try planting a plant on your roof, it won't work. But we can, with the flower pot, we can put them wherever. So we can just kind of put flower pots in convenient places, put like our instance there, put our star fruit there, and then we can just kind of arrange star fruits in particular ways to just get a bunch of zombies, and it's like super convenient. It works quite a bit better than the catapults do because, like Satan said in the last level, the catapult shoots slower than the pea shooter shoots, and to use pea shooters, we'd still have to like put up the flower pot and then use the like pea shooter up there anyways. But the star fruit shoot in 5 directions, which is just better actually, like straight up.
You've got your diagonals covered, so if anything gets past where the star fruit is on one of the next lanes up or down, you're still covered.
Exactly.
That's right. And so we're going to be using that to our advantage here as well with this starfruit.
Yeah, and because a lot of these levels are longer, we have a lot more time to actually build like contraptions, I'll say, with starfruit. So it does genuinely like work better, but it takes a little bit to like scale up.
Yeah, you got to build your funnels essentially. You want to funnel zombies into the starfruit lane or starfruit zone.
Yeah,
also, you're going to see here something called starfruit
zone.
Shotgunning, which actually saved that starfruit right there. When a zombie is eating a starfruit or is otherwise on top of that hitbox, they will take all 5 of those bullets. Super
nice.
important strategy. It's kind of a mini instant and can often help starfruits kind of save themselves a little bit better than they otherwise would be able to. So
Now, like do plants like zombies have kind of a rolling health total? Like if a starfruit gets attacked multiple times across different waves?
yes, and you can see that there. That starfruit just got glunked.
Yeah, no, I noticed. I literally had that question answered as I was...
Glunked before.
I
What?
love saying glunk. It's fun. Say it with me.
I feel like I can't say that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared.
Sorry, you don't have a choice. You just heard it.
okay.
You'll hear it again.
Okay. Sorry.
Can Twitch chat type glunked?
Yeah, glunking
I
is
feel
no
like that might
longer
be a fun
optional,
word.
chat. You heard the runner.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that we were doing crowd control me.
So true. I'll let this happen, I think.
I didn't realize we were already at the flag wave. I like wasn't paying attention. I thought we had like one more. I was not counting.
These PvZ
Gotta get
runners,
better at
man.
that.
Gotta go back to math school. That's just regular school. I don't know why I said math school.
Math. You do need to go back to math school.
I'm seeing
and also word school.
a comment from chat saying get glunked, y'all. I don't know if I want to.
I'm scared.
Feeling very glunked right now. I'm sorry.
Dude, I see that in the victorious transition, and it's like, oh, that's ruining my vocabulary until I'm 18.
Word of the day, glunk.
Sorry, Merriam-Webster has decreed it.
My lord.
Dude, I think Livey has a zombie in his house. He just, y'all hear that?
I feel like my brains are being eaten right now.
Oh, you
me
think?
too.
3 hours of
Little bit.
PvZ does this to people. Don't worry about it.
Y'all
Everyone
have
in
been
chat,
like this since minute one.
including
I don't
Richard
know what you're
and
talking
T-Tree right now, check if there's a zombie on your line, report back.
A zombo?
Make sure everyone's safe.
Just make sure everybody's okay. Everybody's safe.
I unfortunately live in a split level, which means the lawn belongs to my neighbors. Does that
Y'all have
mean
lawns? I got an apartment. Yes. There's
Probably a communal lawn somewhere nearby.
in your hallway.
That's not great. You definitely
There's
have
a
less time to...
zombie in your common area.
Yeah, there you go. You could probably set up a lawnmower in a common area. You just might have to ask permission.
Your brain is being glunked, you say.
No one said that.
One person's at it, and they're chat.
Mods, can we get a new chat, please? Just like cycle these guys out.
Mods, spawn everyone!
No.
We like you, chat. I promise.
We heart you, especially
Master
thank you
fans.
again for getting us these mustache zombies, because
true.
that was all y'all. And
That was
thank
all
you so
y'all.
much for that.
I agree. Although, if you do want to see future glasses, there's a different option as well. Maybe 10 for that. We can get that by the end of the
Start the
run
middleware.
here.
When you
Okay,
sub,
I'm getting a Twitch chat question real quick. What is the definition of glunk, anyways? Clearly a verb, as it can be used in the form glunked, but the definition is still unclear.
All
Is that
right.
really something you want to solicit chat opinions for?
She has a neuroscience degree. Let's let her speak.
Thanks. That qualifies me. Yeah. Anyway. Also, by the way, the future glasses offer does not have to replace the mustaches. They can happen at the same
Wait,
time.
they can happen
so
at the
we
same
wanna-
time?
10 more subs
Yep.
before
This is a
the
game
end
changer.
of the run to also add future glasses to the zombies. Got it.
Didn't know that.
Give subs, extending your own sub or prime subs. They all count.
That's true.
If you give like 550 bits or something, that also counts. But I don't have bits in my inventory, and I never think about them.
Oh,
now you can
but
do
you
that.
got bits on for your stream. Okay. These
We
people.
got
Right about that one.
This is a bad bit.
I'm a
this
jester.
bit sucks. Sorry.
I'm a
I was
jokester.
gonna say there are bits in this stream, but none of them have been worth anything. Sorry.
Yeah. So real.
I don't know, man. We got 20 subs. I feel like that's a sign.
That is awesome. Chat,
We can't
you
get 10
were
more.
you
That
were
was
doing
really
incredible.
fantastic.
Okay, I'm reading a couple more of these because these suck.
People are having fun with Glunk.
There's a chat comment that says the good, the bad, and the glunky.
That sounds like
Hated that.
so. If George
Definitions
Lucas
of
remade The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. 'Cause I don't know if you've ever watched Star Wars, but the name of some of the aliens.
The Glunk droid.
That's what I'm saying.
We found it. The
Okay,
Glunk.
keep going,
Glunk,
Limey.
the unglunkable glunk. I don't like that one.
Okay,
Glunk,
that's-
and then the like Twitch global gritty emote.
You don't necessarily have to like it, but I appreciate the Don Quixote reference.
Wait, there's like
Daily brain glunking. Hated that one. This bit is
Low
being
rating.
glunked. Thank you, Twitch chat.
glad we're getting mileage out of this one.
We need something else. We need to
Won't
figure out
you
something
take
else.
me to Glunky Town? Okay.
I mean, we only need 9 more subs to add future glasses to our zombies.
that's true.
Ooh, glunks you or something along those lines.
Okay,
No,
that-
you're encouraging them.
okay.
Nuh-uh.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
Okay, we've
think
invented
so.
a new character for a different speedrun.
Satan's pausing to take care of this.
The Toontown Glunky instead of the Flunky.
What's the Sonic bird?
Glunky
I don't know what
roads,
that even
take
is.
me home. Twitch chat, we have to up our game on these, please. Glunky Town is really cooking. The carbon monoxide detector is going off.
That's awesome, dude. Dude, my
That's
Glunk detector is going off. Oh, that mine.
That was annoying.
What's the point, man?
Satan, how's level 5-3 going?
It's okay.
Level 3 is going all right. We introduced the ladder zombies. They go fast. They have a lot of HP in their ladders. So we're trying to insta them. That's pretty much it. You use chompers lots. You use jalapenos lots. You use cherry bombs lots. It's the insta stages.
Have we talked about
Pretty much
jalapeno?
how they work. No, it's
No,
kind
okay.
of like a mower, but it's 125 sun, and
Yeah.
you don't use the mower actually.
It's very simple.
That's pretty much it.
It is what we call a line nuke.
That is true.
It's so weird seeing the roof cleaners here because like it almost never happens.
Yes, no, roof cleaners are super rare. It's wild that we ended up getting one on our live run here. That's not common. You see that here. So very nice. They will help us more in future levels. Right now, we have not really seen how good that they are yet, but they will be really good. I promise. There's a lot of really excellent uses for them.
Are they a
later down the
replenishing
line.
resource now that we bought them, or do you get one of each for making the
Replenishing.
purchase?
They're replenishing now. Yep.
Yeah. They just they're just like normal mowers, except they are on the roof, which I don't know how
They
they,
also
got
do
up
give you
there.
money.
But
It's the same thing with the what's it called? It's the pool cleaners as well. But
Yep.
we didn't need to worry about getting money from the pool cleaners because the motors also give us some.
It's time.
I have
So-
a question from chat for specifically Satan, real quick.
Okay. Yes.
What is an interesting fact about the nervous system?
moving on.
Oh, no, we're not moving on. I love talking about the nervous system.
Okay, neuroscience degree, right?
He went to school for this.
I mean, we can talk about the build later. It's not that big.
Okay. Okay, when you have a reflex reaction, so like think about when you go to the doctors and then they hit your knee and you're like, why did you hit my knee? That's weird. When you have a reflex reaction like that, where your brain just kind of, you just kind of react in response to something, this is the same as when you like have something stab your foot and then you move your foot away really quickly, or when you touch something really hot and you move your hand away really quickly. That signal does not go to your brain at all, actually. It gets processed entirely within the spinal cord. So there's no way to consciously interrupt in any way a reflex reaction. There's a bug back.
That's kind of sick.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Kind of grossed me out with all the spinal cord stuff, but
I'm stronger.
Hey.
I can just not make my leg go up. It's really simple.
I have a way to consciously stop it. Don't touch the hot thing.
That's true. That's
But do
that's
watch
good.
the hot fix.
That's like a different
Do
thing.
watch
Okay,
That's like
counterpoint.
learning through generations. or
I
whatever.
consciously stopped the thing from happening, so I feel like I've kind of gamed the system. This is how we win.
You might be onto something.
Speaking of gaming the
might be
system,
onto something.
Bloom
Oh,
Shroom.
boy.
So we have just acquired the most powerful plant in the game by a very long shot, based on how much it takes to set up and how long it activates for. You could argue that, what's it called? Cob Cannon is more powerful, but like, no. Bloom Shroom does a 3x3 radius of damage constantly with Pierce and its high damage output. They are way too powerful for their own good. So we're going to be setting up at least 2 per level that we use them on. And of course here we have brought the pumpkins so that we can place them directly into column 9 and the zombies can just go ahead and stay there. Now, of course, that means that they're going to deplete in health over time, so that's a little bit frightening. But we'll deal with that when we get there. It's fine. It's all good. Here's wave 9. We've already gotten there. Wow, blooms are fast.
Yep. Sure are. We talked about coffee
I'm
bean.
gonna save my doom for later. We did not. That is the new plant we got at the beginning of this level, which is what is allowing us to do this strategy. You can wake up mushroom plants with said coffee bean and make them alive and awake. So this is why the roof cleaners were so good as well. I was able to let a zombie go all the way to that roof cleaner without even having to worry about killing it, which means that I had more sun and more opportunities to use squash to be able to make the setup faster.
Yeah, these roof levels go
Also,
really fast with roof cleaners because you get more econ in the early game,
Also, I
which
can
snowballs
ignore this
into
Pogo
these
zombie,
really
which is
fast.
otherwise I would not have been able to ignore that Pogo zombie.
That's so greedy. Oh my god.
Roll. How do you have the rest
Wow.
of the rule in you?
Something funny.
That doesn't even make
happened
any
in,
sense.
Twitch chat a second
I've
ago. I
never
just
seen
want to point that out. So we got a raid from a
What?
PvP runner, and someone was asking. Yeah, absolutely, check them out. But someone in chat was asking if we're doing good on money, and then immediately saw, yep, roof cleaners. Okay,
Yeah, it's like, oh,
You-
this
you-
run
you
has
saw all their
money.
diamonds. Yeah.
Go my
All
scare.
right, friends, ready to finish out our Plants vs. Zombies run. Satan, let's do it.
Hi, I have no idea what's going on. I'm going to have to do some tech troubleshooting later. But luckily,
It turns out our 1 in a 1,000 luck with diamonds had to be offset by our 1 in a 1,000 luck with
Yeah.
internet connections.
That's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the game in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, no idea what's going on. But what's going on here is we're just going to place a bunch of fume shrooms to kind of support our blooms here and make sure that we're able to kill zombies quickly. We also want to make sure to time our doom shrooms properly with the 9th wave in order to go quickly on to the next. Hooray!
So we are feeding our plants coffee beans now.
Yes,
Yep.
that means that they get to wake up during the day. Just like you all.
Coffee Bean also has a super fast recharge, so one thing we do in these roof levels is we kind of stockpile dooms, and since they're asleep, they won't go off immediately, which allows us to just drop a Coffee Bean, have it up in a few seconds for the next Doom Shroom, and we can do it back to back, especially useful on wave 9 and 10 on the final flag.
Yeah, but also useful when you're getting a million of these.
It's true.
I do not know why we are getting so many footballs. We sure are.
For fun, joy, whimsy, the game soon, you know, many reasons.
They knew that we were talking about them earlier, so
Yeah, I do kind of
really wanted to show off their football skills.
Playoffs, baby.
They did.
Another one. Yep, whole team's here. You know what they say,
although
a
this
good
one luckily
offense
is
is a
stopped
good
by a
offense,
pumpkin,
or whatever.
so that's okay.
Another
Ones that are stopped by
one.
pumpkins are generally all right. Yeah, there's so many footballs spawning in this level. I
How
do
many
not
were
know
in the
why they have
preview? Did we see?
decided to happen. I did not see, but I'm going to have to not use a Doom, unfortunately, in this this 9th wave here, because they are.
Uh-oh, he's getting away with
Not
it.
what I wanted.
Go, Fume. In case you're curious how,
Go my fume.
uh-oh.
Yay.
Oh, that scared
In
me.
case you're curious how I died
Wow.
twice on my any percent PB
Just like that?
in this level. Just like that, yep. The
I was pretty sure
logos
that
get
was gonna work. So
It was close.
I wasn't too worried.
I
but
was
it
scared.
close.
Yeah, I was making lots of uncomfortable like groans and stuff, and then I realized, oh, I'm muted.
This is Lamau.
Yeah, as you can imagine,
The best feature in the game.
dying on the 9th wave on
Wave
the
of a
last
long
flag
level. Yeah.
is devastating. It loses you
Yeah.
up to 10 minutes. So it'd be tough.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Don't want to
Yeah.
do that.
That would be not fun. Luckily, that
But-
didn't happen.
Same,
You don't
same
even have
clutch.
to think about it anymore.
Yep. Fast thinking, as they say.
Yep, that is what you have to do. That was all, by the way, because of that one football that ate the fume
Yep.
that I would have had there. That I had to then catch up with other instas later. That left me without having, good Doom Shrooms to be able to, etc., etc. This game has a lot of cascading effects, and if you
Yep.
get a level like that where it's just footballs, you might not have the infrastructure to deal with those later. That is a thing. That can sometimes happen.
I'm just thinking about what Shovel said, like quick thinking, like thinking fast, like
Yeah,
we have a joke of that.
like
We have a show for it.
Yeah, no, I've heard of that
exclamation
phrase
TF,
before.
I think, right? I think that's what it is. I don't remember what the command is. Anyways, we
Ooh,
have
you
a topic show that's a
tricked me.
game show. It's
It
awesome.
is in
You
fact
should watch it.
exclamation
It's really
point
fun.
fast.
I've been on that show once now, and it's terrifying. I
That
gotta
was
say.
one of the shows of all time.
It is the best game show. It's the best Twitch. It's the best GDQ Hotfix show here on Twitch. So
true.
definitely check that out if you've never seen it before. It is absolutely a sleeper hit if you've never seen it.
All right. Yep. We're going to go ahead and just take another quick break while we. I think there might, we made the jokes earlier, but the zombie may genuinely be coming from inside the house. But that is just more time for us to remind you about all the cool things that are coming up in the GDQ community. Limey mentioned earlier that there is another special that you can find out more about by going to submissions.gamesdonequick.com. We've got the LHS Presents a Latin American Heritage Month celebration. Submissions are open for 4 more days. So if you have something you have been cooking, if you identify as Latin American, get your submissions in for that. They also have submissions open. Okay. You might be a little late on this one because GDQX TwitchCon San Diego submissions close in 1 hour. I know I mentioned those earlier, so I'm sorry if I misled anyone, because by watching this run, you may not have been giving yourself enough time to submit the GDQX. But if you have a submission video ready, you can head over to submissions.gamesdonequick.com or gdq.gg/submit right now to get that in. All right, I think we are ready to give it one more push to get this Plants vs. Zombies run over the line. Satan herself, let's do it.
I am so sorry, chat. I genuinely do not know what is going on. It continues to go down just like for a blip and then comes back. I genuinely do not know what is happening. I have not had this happen ever before in this way while I've had Ethernet. So I'm gonna have to go like check the cable and stuff later. I'm so sorry. But we will get back to it. Hopefully it will hold. All right, back to 5-5. So we didn't really actually talk about this level very much, and it is going. This is 5-5. It's a very strange level. You basically just have a lot of zombies coming from Bundies, and they are on your lawn, and they're gonna get you, basically.
I wouldn't call this a lawn, but
Well, it's
yeah,
close.
I guess not. We get chompers, cherry bombs, flower pots, and pumpkins. That's it. Those are the only 4 plants we get to deal with all of this. So it's kind of showing off the feature of the chomper of it being able to eat repeatedly. We are going to focus on the higher health zombies because 50% roll does apply here. So looking at the bucket heads, trying to make sure that those go down with the chompers and other things is the best way to go. So that's kind of the idea.
I want to shout out this specific stage in New Game Plus Shoplist where it is the worst and it sucks and it is terrible.
Oh, yeah, it's very dangerous. This is true. We do not like that one. There's a New Game Plus mode for this game, if you did not know. It basically takes you